And hey guys, we're back, guys. Coffee in hand. Let's get it on here. Fresh coffee, right filled up. Guys, good to have everyone here. We've already been streaming for over 2 hours now. So if you haven't noticed, this is the 2025 Stage 4 postnord Tour of Denmark. It's a stage race, 5 stages long. Had an awesome time trial yesterday. This race actually started at 4:30 this morning, my time. It is now 6:34. So I think I got the stream started on time. I just didn't, I was upstairs late getting a coffee. I apologize. I had a little bit of an extra break in between there. So let me just make sure everything's working here good, guys. There we go. Okay, we're looking good there, guys. I just need to get my live stream opened up here. Launch the chat. I see Chemistry Club's here already. Dude, thank God it's Friday. Right? At least for those of you that work, that have bosses and have things going on in the world. So, and also I noticed Chemistry Club here is saying good afternoon. So Chemistry Club, where you at, dude? What part of the world are you located in? Just so I have a reference point, so I'll always remember that from now on. And I will get this set up here. So guys, you're asking, why have you been streaming for 2 hours already, Colin? You just went online. Again, guys, Colin, Inside Cycling World, reach out at any time. Ivard Otway yesterday reached out to me through Facebook. He says he's not much of a Facebook user. Neither am I, really. Joey Jojo is. If you reach out to Inside Cycling World, send me a pic. Send me pics of your bikes. Dave sent some fun pictures. So Ivard's name is actually Dave. I believe he's in Toronto. So really cool that he reached out to us. We do exist. We are real people. We will get back to you. And it's not going to be, yeah, we'll get back to you in a month. I think generally I might wait as long as a day. I'm like, oh yeah, crap, someone messaged me. That type of thing. Let's get into it, guys. So what we've done today already is we did stage 1. Actually, I'm going to do this, guys. So what we did today already was we did the Tour of Romandie Feminine. And today, the way I might do this one, because this is a long stage, guys. This is like 227 kilometers, I believe. Let's have a look here. It's 226.9 kilometers. This is a long stage. It looks like just a sprinter's paradise. There is a good chunk of climbing in it. It's very rolly. It's very punchy. And it looks like me, the way they like to do their races at the Tour of Denmark is when they head into a town, they always do a circuit. I think 2 of the circuits now have been, 2 of the stages have been circuits at the end. We had a time trial stage 3, that was yesterday. Stage 1 was just an entry and done. But it makes sense to go into these towns to do a bit of a circuit. So you can see at the end, first passage of the finish line, second passage of the finish line, and then the third passage. So they'll do 2 full complete laps and probably a partial lap on the way in. Currently at the Tour of Denmark, wow, it's a big gap, guys, but we got a long ways to go. We still have, 137 kilometers to go. I'm putting in some overtime here today, folks. We've got 7 riders up front. Baptiste Weisstroffer, Robbie Giss, Enzo Lenz, Mads Wirtz Schmidt, Matthias Malberg. All these names are familiar to me now. Steen Rosalind, and Emil Tudal. Okay, good stuff here. Malberg right here. I should know this name quite well. Malberg. Okay, that was the Air Talks rider from yesterday. I think I followed at the TT. So these riders here, let's take a look at the general classification GC-wise. Currently, Mads Wirtz Schmidt is now in first place overall. 2 minutes and 32 seconds ahead of Mats Pedersen. Because they've given him such a gap up the road. Be interesting to see what's going on out there. Lidl Trek is probably saying, we don't want to do all the work. We don't want to do too much work yet. I did see here as well, though, at the first sprint point, that Mads Pedersen did get 3 seconds time, a bonification. Lucas Kubis gets 1 second, 2 seconds of time bonification. And third place is not showing up. I kind of get a giggle out of the word bonification. There's some, I guess, olden day Tour de France stuff. It was always called bonifications, kind of like reward, I guess. I think it's a French word. So that's what they use. 10 people in now, guys. Let's build it up. Let's build it up, guys. Everyone say hi. Everyone tell me where you're at. Everyone tell me what you're doing for the weekend. Are you getting out for bike rides? I'll try to turn this down a bit, guys. Had the eyes checked yesterday. Am getting my I wear contacts, guys. Am getting my contacts boosted a little bit. So there's that. I actually told the lady too, I've never felt my eyes be so tired from streaming this much, because I think I've got retinal burnout. Staring at the screen. Evan's here. Evan is in the mix. Good to see Evan. Liedel Trek all the way, Evan. Liedel Trek all the way. Mats Pedersen right now is technically out of the GC. Virtually. Notice how I did the pause there to give you a little bit of a scare. The actual GC, though. Mats Pedersen. Nicholas Larson here. Dude, I love this guy right here. Rides for BHS Continental level team. 2nd place overall. Lucas Kubas 2 pro level team. He's 4th place. Team Colo Quick, that's Conrad from day 1. 48 seconds back. This dude is going to be fighting for a top 10 finish amongst these World Tour teams. And Mads Lambo here. Okay, let's go to Mads Lambo. He's 9th place overall. Continental level rider. 20 years old. He does show him in a UNO-X jersey, though. So if anyone knows why he's wearing a UNO-X jersey here, I wonder if they actually sponsor. Well, maybe that's an old picture, because he was on the UNO-X mobility development team. Then he went to Team Give Steel. I'm just going to take a look at these guys. Yeah, it's a different jersey. So that might actually be an old picture of him. But yeah, this guy has had good results. 22nd on day 1, 10th on day 2, 9th in the time trial. Finds himself sitting 9th overall here. Conti level rider. 20 years old. Does have a very strong time trial and good sprint. Let's get back to the actual details of what's going on here. 4 minutes and 10-second gap. We got a long ways to go, guys. So how I do today, Dave, Evard. Dude, I was just talking about you here. I'm gonna go with Dave now, if that's okay with you, Evard Otway. I noticed how you called yourself Evard. Hey dudes, it's Evard. So Evard sent me some pics yesterday on Facebook. Great pics, dude. I never got to see them until afterwards. If you guys send anything to Inside Cycling World, it is me and Joey. It's the two of us. That's us. You're not talking to some bot or some administrator. It's going to be us, and we will respond to you. Joey just got to see it sooner than I did. I wouldn't have seen it until later in the day. But yeah, nice pics, dude. Getting out there on the bike. And Dave, you also said too, was it you, Dave, yesterday saying you're going to a job interview? I think it was. No, okay, someone remind me who that was yesterday. R. Stanley is in the house, dude. Thanks for coming back, dude. So guys, we're already 2 hours into streaming today. You'll find another stream, Tour of Romandie Feminine, guys. The big news there, check this out. I know a lot of you here weren't there. Actually, everyone here wasn't there. Where's Dawn? Where's my bro, Dawn? Yeah, Dawn's not here. So at the Tour of Romandie Feminine, guys, they started out with what we'll do today, guys, because it's such a long stage, this is going to be Colin's World of Cycling, the Inside Cycling World. I guess that's what my channel's called, right? We're going to watch all the races today. We're going to cover them what we can. Take a look online right now. Circuit Franco-Belge is on. That's a one-day World Tour race. So you'll notice in the word, it's one-day pro. It's a one-day pro race, but a lot of World Tour riders show up to it. Okay, then we've also got the Tour of Denmark. That's what we're watching right now. This is a 2 pro stage race. The 2 just means it's a stage race. We've also got the Czech Tour. They're on the 2nd stage. It's a 2.1. So stage race at the 0.1 level. So it's down 1 step from the Pro Series, down 1 step from World Tour. Then we've also got, I don't even know what this one is, guys. A 1.1. This is a 1-day race at the 1 level. So 1 down from Pro. Probably be a lot of Continental teams at that one. However, this is the one I covered first thing this morning. I was online at probably, I missed the very first rider. They started at 4:09 a.m. for me. What's crazy about this one, guys, is it was only a 4.4K time trial, which early in the week I was kind of saying, how stupid, how dumb, why would they do that? That's too short. It was quite a climb. 4.4 kilometers long, 281 meters of climbing. Okay, so we're all good with that, right? Maybe what I can do. Anyways, guys, during this section here, there was segments of 10, 12, 13% through this segment here. To cover 281 meters in 4 kilometers, you're going to have to be 10%. So all through here was really tough. They start climbing, immediately climbed all the way, leveled off, slight downhill, then kicked back to 8% through here. Now, the insane thing here today was 5 teams were completely disqualified from the event. So 5 teams were disqualified, and that was because the UCI is trying to implement the usage of a new GPS tracking unit on 1 rider per team. And I guess 5 of the big teams said, you can't just tell us what we're going to do without consulting us on it first. So basically those 5 teams bonded together and said, no, I guess it's so that the UCI can't just implement weird things whenever they feel like it. So 5 teams just said, no, we're not doing that. And the reason why they opposed it was they said, we're not picking the rider that has to use the GPS. And also, this is from the teams, we're not installing it on the bike. If you want to so they said to the UCI, if you want to nominate which rider uses the GPS tracker, and you want to pay to and take the time to install the GPS tracker on the bikes, we're all for it. But we're not doing it. So they kind of came to an impasse. All those teams got disqualified. So those teams, Canyon SRAM, EF, I can't even remember the rest of them now. But 5 of the main teams were disqualified from the race. And so they actually have no times. You can see here only 63 riders finished. Their transponders didn't work for the climb. I don't actually know if they even did the climb, because I'm getting my data from Pro Cycling Stats. If the transponders are off, they're just not going to show up. But you know, when I usually show you the line with all the tracks of the riders on time trials like we saw yesterday. Okay, Dave's asking why only 1 rider per team. Why is Dave at... Oh, yeah, Dave. I don't know either. You're talking about the GPS tracking. Yeah, who knows? So they already have transponders. So the UCI wants, for safety reasons, it's always for safety, right? It's always for safety. It's a good way of a blanket. We get to do this. Oh, Dave works as a courier. That's why you're on your bike all the time, dude. So yeah, the UCI wants to put a GPS tracker on 1 bike per team. And they told the teams, you have to pick the rider, you have to install our device on your bikes. And they're probably like, we're not doing this. Like, where are we putting this on the bike? How do we mount it? What a pain in the butt. And again, I think it's just because there wasn't enough consultation. It wasn't like, hey guys, we want to implement this. What's the best way of us doing this? What can you suggest to us? It was like, this is what we're doing, and you're going to do it for us. And if you don't, you're getting disqualified. So they said, disqualify us. And I think they honestly disqualified them. Now, again, just to repeat, I never saw their transponders going up the climb. And I'm just going to stay here right now because you're going to see the final results on the right-hand side of the screen here. Okay, I'm just looking at results here. Paula Blassie absolutely massacred the field. 17-second gap back to Urska Zigart. You guys know who that is. She rides for AG Insurance Sudal. Her boyfriend, he's a pretty good rider. Not bad. Let's just park it right there. Juliette Labousse, GC contender for FDJ Suez, got 3rd place. Yara Castellan, yeah, she did awesome too. Erica Magnaldi for UAE. UAE dominated the time trial. They had the top riders 1st place, 5th place, I believe, and 8th place. So Paula Blassie, Erica Magnaldi, and Elena Ivchenko. Guys, I just watched this. I do have it remembered right now. Michaela Harvey went out super early. So did Elena Ivchenko. So they might have been able to do better if they went out later, knowing the current times. It's always hard going out first. You don't know how to really pace it that well. But yeah, so basically they eliminated all those teams. I wonder if I can actually show you guys this. So right now, Paula Blassie owns all the jerseys. GC jersey, points jersey, QOM jersey, and Young Rider jersey. She's the new Poggy. No one picked her to win. That's because there was other riders that got disqualified. We're going to flip down here. I won't show you enough stuff. But yeah, the 5 major teams got disqualified from the race. So Kind of weird. Back to this stuff here, guys. Back to the Tour of Denmark. And they covered 100 kilometers. Wow, I still have 125 kilometers to go here today, guys. That's insane. That is insane. So 7 riders in the break. I will be bouncing around a lot more today, guys, because I want to cover a little bit more stuff today, especially since I have so far to go. So Dave's here. Good morning, folks. Yes, R. Stanley's in the mix. Dave's a courier. That's why he's on his bike all the time. That's why he owns so many pairs of cycling shoes, folks. Dave, so I am a pro cyclist. I just don't race. Exactly. You are a paid cyclist. That makes you technically a pro cyclist. Fab Cycling saying good morning to the chat. Czech Tour has a yellow jersey on lead-out duty right now. Okay, dudes, let's look at that. I'm going to keep that one open, and I'll bounce back to Czech Tour here, guys. And I'm specifically doing this today because I got a lot of time to kind of kill here. So who is the leader of the Czech Tour right now? I can look at actual GC. Is it like Luke Lamperty? Yeah, he won stage 1, didn't he? No, he won stage 2. No, it was stage 1. Yeah, I saw that sprint finish yesterday. I do know Luke Lamperty's name. Soudal rider. He just rode in Canada a while back. He showed up for a small criterium that's been going for like over 50 years, I believe, maybe 60 years in Canada. It's in Vancouver, the Gastown Grand Prix. He was there for that. Didn't win it, though. I think he got 3rd place overall in that one. Let's look at the general classification. So Luke Lamperty right now is gone from 1st place to 9th place, technically on the road if the race ended right now because of the time gap. And there's a lot of riders in this group up front that are picking up huge spaces. That's all going to change by the end, guys. We'll go back to the actual GC here. So it is Luke Lamperty. We're going to take a look at the stage. I really like the looks of the stage on this one. You know, look at this. We've got a Category 2 coming up. 4.7 kilometers at 5.1%. Sorry, they passed through it. They're now taking on the big guy at the end. 13.2 kilometers. So I'm going to put the Czech Tour on over here. It is on live right now on Flow Bikes. It says it is. Yep, I'm getting video footage now. Okay. Yeah, so back to Dave here. Yeah, I don't know why. They just picked one rider per team, and the teams are saying, we're not doing it. We're not picking that rider. I don't know why they don't want to pick the rider. That's kind of weird to me. I think they just don't want the logistics of it. Because then they got to like, okay, now we got to install it on their bike. What if they don't like where we put it on the bike? Yeah, I'm guessing it's not just an Apple AirPod or something small. Yeah, it's probably some goofy unit. But you're right, probably an Apple AirPod could work, right? I mean, someone asked in the last chat, what's the difference between a GPS and a transponder? Aren't they the same thing? I think they're kind of the same thing. The Czech Tour right now, and it did show on screen here, Visma Lisa bike is pulling at the front of the peloton. This is a 2.1 race, guys. Lots of names here that you've probably never seen before, or at least I've never seen before. Fab Cycling. Hey, Fab, did you say you're on Zwift? I think Fab Cycling, you told me you're on Zwift, and I was supposed to add you. And I think you said that you had the same name. If so, we're going to do that live, bro. We're doing that live for you right now. I will open up my Zwift companion app. Oh, yeah, it's always the wrong way for me. Zwift companion app. There it is, guys. Opening the Zwift companion app right now. And now we're going to look for Zwifters. How do I look for Zwifters again? Find Zwifters. Hit the 3 dots. Find Zwifters. I think it's Fab who told me they were on here the exact same. Fab. Now, how do you spell it? Cyclin. Okay, Fab Cycling. Okay, did I spell that right? I did. It says no results. Dude, maybe you got like a capital in there or something I'm not seeing. Fab Cycling. Okay, it might have been someone else. Hopefully he'll respond here right away. There's an 8-rider breakaway, but this race has summit finish today. Yeah, dude, this looks like a great one right here. I just wasn't sure which race. Guys, there's so many going on, so I think we'll hang out here for a while. Tour of Denmark coverage doesn't start for, I think, another 45 minutes. So I think at the pace we're going to be on this climb for a little while here, 13.2 kilometers. And what I'm seeing at the Czech Tour, so guys, ignore the thumbnail. We're going to cover everything today. Visma Lisa bike on the front here right now, riding through a city somewhere in I guess the Czech, is it the Czech Republic? I don't even know what it's called now. I'm going to get in trouble for this. Yeah, Dave, you're right. So many great rides and riders. Yeah, guys, so much cycling. I think it was me and Evan talking yesterday first thing. You just don't realize how many races are going on. And my list of races to cover, guys, it's 22 events long right now. This event, the Czech Tour, wasn't included. This is 22 events I can cover without directly overlapping with another one. So they're all things I can cover. Next 10 kilometers are quite false flatty here over at the Czech Tour. We're going from, you know why? This is one of the reasons why I didn't cover the Czech Tour. The names are too hard for me to say. Pardubice to Dulu Strane, 173 kilometers with a nice juicy 13.2 kilometer climb at the end. And that 13.2 kilometer finish is a total lie because essentially they're climbing for, they probably start climbing at around a kilometer, just after kilometer 130. They basically climb all the way to the finish outside of a couple little bounce downs after they go over other little hills. So essentially they're going to be climbing for 40 kilometers at this point. Just slightly uphill, dragging false flat up. 2 words, fab cycling, might have luck. Okay, dude. Yep, add you mind, should be easy to add. Okay, dude, yeah, so I haven't been on Zwift all this week, so that's why I'm probably not seeing you, and I haven't seen any notifications. Fab. Okay, let me look here, and you got it spelt out, capitals there maybe. Okay, I'll try that. Dude, gotcha. We got fab cycling here. Dude, you ride for the Dinos? The Dinos? Dude, that's so cool. So, fab cycling here, guys. In brackets, he has Dinos. Dude, I've done, go back through my WTRL TTT stuff on my channel. And, dude, I got you here right now. You're added now. You are added now. I don't know if you guys can actually see that on my channel here. No, you can't. It's too... How are we ever going to do that? I could be just showing you guys a white screen right now. Yeah, I'm just faking it. Here's all the access codes to my banking here, right here, guys. You can never see it. It's too freaking bright. But dude, yeah, fab cycling. So probably early this year in the spring, I got into doing team time trials over on Zwift, WTRL, the best event on any platform. The WTRL TTTs, and there was one event I did later in the day. And there was probably 2 to 3 Dinos teams there. I think one team was all women, which was really cool. So fab cycling, I got you there, man. Good morning again. And I'm going to go back into Zwift here too because I should probably see a notifications. Yeah, maybe I've already... Okay, so that's a long time ago. It's Evan... Okay, so fab cycling Dinos right there. Okay, I'm just going to close that down, guys. Yeah, it's basically 40K, guys. I'm including the lead up. I'm including the 1 to 2% stuff of the lead up of the climb. But that's what's super deceptive. So they call it the Delau Strane is the finish. I don't know what the actual name of the climb is. Maybe that's what it is. Visma Lisa bike is on the front pulling here. 2 other jerseys in the mix. I'll try to get them figured out, guys. Let's bounce back to our Danish friends here. All sitting pretty much the same as before. 4 minutes, 10-second gap. They're going to let this sit for a while. So I'm going to bounce back here because who doesn't love a climb? As a non-climber, I love climbs. Absolutely love them. Live stream round 2 of the day. Yeah, guys, this is my second stream of the day. First stream, guys, I don't think anyone knew about the Tour of Romandie, but I wanted to cover world. I guess what it is, guys, I want to make sure we cover women's racing a lot because I keep hearing how there's not enough coverage, so why don't we do it? Why don't we just do it? So we got Luke Lamperti for AG Sudal. Sorry, it's not AG Sudal, is it? Is that the women's race? Yeah, it's not. It's Sudal Quickstep. I just mixed that up. Luke was also at the Vuelta a Burgos. Guys, I don't think I mentioned his name once at the Vuelta a Burgos. No other races planned after this, but he'll guaranteed be racing after this, guys. So he's in the GC. Then we got Gleb Zarista here in the green jersey, Nicolo Garibo in the KOM jersey, and David Donari in the youth jersey. But yeah, so they got the climb, 13.2 kilometers, but you can see here on the profile, they start grinding after 130K. It's all just 1 to 2% through there. So very false flatty, just a slight gradual climb. Now, if I was to say where does what I would call the real climb be, probably at kilometer 150. But we're going to have some steeper parts before that too. So kilometer 150 is right after our first little mini kick. A little bit of a wall right before the last big hill of the day. Wow, that thing looks like a beast. That thing looks tough. I'm going to have to look that up, see if I can find that on any of the platforms, which I probably won't be able to. Tell you which platform you can find it on is Biketerra. Only because you could create the route yourself. Okay. Yeah. Okay, Evan. Yeah, good one here. Lol, that was my excuse after Lancer. I couldn't pronounce any riders, so it was hard to follow. Dude, it is. I'm looking at this going, ooh, I'm going to butcher every name here. Like, look at the riders in the situation board here. Every single name there. Okay, so Kasper's easy, Globner, Van Streek, Van der Vood, Valniak. Then they start getting hard. Serenko, Cericho, and Zahalka. Usually when I do racing inside, when I do virtual racing, I give everyone nicknames. I don't think I should do that here. Outside of Mr. Gravel, who's currently riding at the Tour of Denmark. Fab Cycling Drafting Dinos took my charity case up. Okay, so you're on board with them. Yeah, I did quite a few time trial races for them. To be honest, it was so much work, and I love doing it, but I thought there would have been more interest from the Zwift community, which there wasn't. So I was kind of like, ooh, this is a lot of work to put into this. Joey Jojo wasn't happy with me. Here's the yellow jersey now. Luke. Nope, that is not Luke. Okay, so Gleb Sertsina, who is the sprint leader, looks like he's in a yellow jersey. Now, I think we just saw that here. They say it's a green jersey. They're hovering on the yellow jersey. Yeah, we'll have to figure this out. So Gleb Syriza, okay, he's an Astana rider. He is on the Astana team. He's wearing a yellowish jersey, even though it's called the green jersey. That doesn't mean much. It's the points jersey. But he is on Astana, and that's who he's surrounded by right now. So do they actually have a yellow jersey for Luke Lamperti? We're going to figure that out pretty quick. Why does that keep turning off? Yeah, so, dude, that's part of it. So, Dave, that's one of my things too. Avard, as I'll call you, so other people know who I'm talking to. I looked at it going, oh, man, I'm going to get in so much trouble when I destroy people's names. There was someone a while back said, thank you for taking the time to pronounce people's names right. So, obviously, people take it seriously. This is way back when. Oh, Don's on his second pack of Pop-Tarts for the day. Oh, his second one from the pack. Dude, I might bang out 2 packs in a row. 4 Pop-Tarts. Because I'm just a pig. Coffee time, guys. We got the coffee. We are masochists. Bring the pain. Dude, that's so correct, dude. If you ever want to get into cycling, I was trying to tell my friend about it who has never worked out since high school. He's 42 years old. Cycling is all about, it's so cliche, learning how to suffer. It's all about how do I get to that pain point and stay there. That's what cycling really is. That could be time trialing. That could be climbing. You just got to know how to get there and stay there. If you're going to time trial, you really got to know it. You got to get there quick and stay at that 99.9% effort. T. Royven, hello guys, can I have an update on what happened to the Tour of Romandie, please? T. Royven, I have an entire video on it. Please watch it. Dude, please just click on it. Please give me a like if you can. That video got very few views. I think it was like under 400 views. For 2 hours of just slave labor over here, folks. No, dude, it was a great stage, but 5 teams got disqualified. There's a GPS thing that the UCI wants to put on their bikes. Those teams said, you can't just tell us what we're going to do. We're going to give you some we want consultation. Let's talk about it, how we're going to do this. The UCI said basically, you, and the team said, you, and they all got disqualified. Cash is out of the race. So EF's out, Canyon's out. Can't remember the other teams right now, but 30-something riders are out of the race. 30 riders. So it was very hard to cover. I never saw their transponders on the course. I never saw them in the video, not once. I'm not even sure if they rode the course. I'm kind of hoping they did ride the course and that their times just weren't just recorded. And maybe tonight they're going to have a sit down because they basically just ruined the race. So, yeah, T. Royven, just ask more. I'm just going to continue with the chat here, try to keep up. Okay, so Luke is in a yellow jersey. Okay. So maybe I was just seeing bad color there with my eyes since they're shot, and apparently my contacts are going up in prescription when I get them next week. I will admit to that. I did have an eye exam yesterday. 2 packs of Pop-Tarts is a Grammy. Oh, dude, I can really pig out at times. I can really. Like the day I bought a 6-pack of Boston Cream donuts from Walmart, and I ate every single one of them. Don't you doubt me. Don't say I can't do it. I ate every one. Like, how many calories would 6 Boston Cream donuts be? A lot. Sounds like lawsuits for breach of contracts. Oh. Okay, so T. Royven. Yeah, okay, so the stage went on already. My bad. I thought the race was canceled or something like that. No, dude, they did run it. That stage started at, okay, so my time, 4:09 my time, the stage went off. I think I jumped on. I only missed one rider. Sorry, one rider had finished. It's about a 15-minute effort. There's only 4.4K, but hard. And that rider that finished, I think she finished just outside the top 10. Let me go back here for a second. So that's the Tour of Denmark. What's going on at the Tour of Denmark right now? Same thing, guys. 4 minutes, 10 seconds. They still have 118 kilometers to go right now. Really good time trial yesterday, dominated by Lidl Trek. I think they had 4 riders in the top 10. We can take a look at that. Let's look at stage 3 from yesterday. Okay, so that would be... Actually, I got to do this. Stage 3 yesterday, individual time trial. Yeah, guys, like, talk about a juggernaut team. This is for Evan here. He is the ultimate Lidl Trek fan. First place, Lidl Trek. Jacob Soderquist, time trial champion of Sweden. Takes it overall. Sigard here from Lotto had a really, really good ride. 5 seconds back. Mats Pedersen, Lidl Trek, 14 seconds back. Then we're going to bounce back to Matteo Skelmos, Lidl Trek, and Soren Craig Anderson, 8th place. They had 4 riders out of the top 10, which is really cool. What I think is cooler is this dude here, Nicholas Larson, BHS Continental level team. And let's throw Mads Lambo into the mix too. Team Give Steel, another Continental level team. Then we got Euskadel Euskadi, that's a pro level team. But those two guys, fighting way above their weight class, I would say. So that was a really cool stage yesterday. Fab's got some coffee. Ooh, chocolate waffles and Cuban coffee. Dude, nice. So nice. Love that. I need some good food today. Guys, Friday, you know what? Doing this every day now, I don't even know what day it is anymore. I kind of feel like it's the weekend. Oh, wow. Some of these names going back to, dude, over on the Czech Tour now, youngest winners, Fernando Gaviria. Does everyone remember him? Way back in 2015 as a 20-year-old. I'm going to look him up right now. Fernando Gaviria, he's still around. Just a name you don't hear of it much anymore. He is racing. He did race the Tour of Poland. And he's racing the Czech Tour. Actually, is he racing the Czech Tour? I don't think he is. How am I going to do that? We're going to go to the start list here. No, he's not here. Sorry, guys. That was back then. He was one of the youngest winners. He is still racing, though. He's not as old as I thought he'd be. My apologies, Fernando, for thinking you were an old-timer. Okay, so back at the Czech Tour here. Oh, this is cool. Competitors in the Czech Tour with most stages in Grand Tours. Yves Lampart's here. 2 stage wins, 1 at the Tour, 1 at La Vuelta. Valerio Conti has won a stage at La Vuelta. And Josef Czerny has won a stage at the Giro. All at this year's Czech Tour. Back to Denmark here. I'm going to bounce back so I can get into the right stage. Stage 4. Long stage, guys. Weather looks good. Still got our 4 riders. They're at the halfway point now, so this is going to be a slow grind until we get to these bumps coming up. We got a Category 1, a Category 2, another 2. Those final bumps aren't even categorized. They're probably all Category 2s minimum. That circuit that we're going to take on. Why did they do this with the women's race and not at men's race? Dude, I don't know. I honestly have no idea. Maybe they already have it, the men's, and we just don't know it. It just hasn't came up. Maybe it's already been implemented. Maybe they're trying it out on the women's teams first. I honestly don't know. Also, who wants the weight penalty of the new device? That's why I think if you were on the team and they said, here's a 1 pound GPS unit you got to put on your bike, every single rider's going to be like, I don't want that. Like, why would I want that on my bike? So that's why the teams were saying the UCI can make the decision who's going to get it, because we don't want to, because their teams are going to get ticked off at them. Yeah, Dawn here. I like to finish what I start too. Box of donuts, done. My mama didn't raise a quitter. I can do that with pizza too. Yeah, oh yeah, bro. Me too. Yeah, me too. Even like a little pizza from Walmart. Slice it up in 8 pieces. I start with 4, get 2 more. There's 2 left for later. All done. I don't waste food, man. I do not waste food. I once in 2003 ate a dozen Krispy Kremes at World Champs in Hamilton. Dave, do they still have Krispy Kremes out there? So yeah, guys, years back, 2003, it was that long ago, when Krispy Kreme donuts first came to Canada, it was like the biggest thing on the planet. It's been way dialed back. Way dialed back. I don't think they really took off the way they thought they would here, but they're still really good donuts. I am watching the Czech Tour here. We've got a rider going off the front of the breakaway group. That's what I'm seeing here. So I'm going to go back to the Czech Tour here. Looks like there's a rider trying to get away by themselves. So this is the head of the peloton. 2 riders sneaking up the road right now out of this front group of 7. We're not really seeing anything get lit up here yet. I'm going to give this a quick refresh. There's someone now. Acceleration in the breakaway by Czech rider Maddie Zahalka. Just going to stick with Maddie for now. Rides for a team called Elkov Kasper. Probably continental level team. Most people here are picking Team Visma to deliver the win today. Maybe Sudal. Yep, Maddie's gone solo. Maddie, my bro, has gone solo. They're going over that first little bump. Take a look at the detail profile on the bottom, guys. This is what I'm saying. They're climbing all through here. This has got to be 4, 5, 6% gradient through this stuff. There is a slight downhill, and then it continues all the way. At the very bottom of the screen, you can see here, that's still 24 kilometers from the finish. It's climbing all the way. They've been climbing all the way for that, except this, what's going to be this little 2-kilometer downhill coming up. So that's where we are on screen here. It is only a 121 gap from Maddie back to the peloton. While we're here, guys, let's take a look at the Mountains jersey. Mountains jersey after stage 2 of the Czech Tour. Nicolo Garibo. This dude rides for Team Ukio. Lightweight guy, 57 kilograms here. Okay. Yeah, so honestly, the reason why I didn't pick this race is I knew the names would be even harder to pronounce. It's saying we have 2 riders there now, and that's what I was watching on video here. I see 2 riders. They're giving us 2 riders up front. We got a Ukrainian rider and a Czech rider. Polish rider wedged in the middle, Konrad Welniak. And then looks like 5 riders behind them. Seems like we picked up an extra rider somehow. I thought there was only 7 in that group. Now it's saying we have 8 in the 3 groups up front, unless someone's joined from the back end, which is possible. Just going to do that. Bounce back to the Tour of Denmark. Hopefully you guys are okay with me doing it this way. Remember, this is Inside Cycling World, guys. We just do it all. Okay, I need to back up again, guys. Yeah, so Dave, yeah, who wants the penalty of the GPS? I agree. I'll take the penalty of the Krispy Kremes, though. So Dave, way back when Evard here was competing in a Krispy Kremes eating contest in Hamilton. It's probably when Krispy Kremes first came to Canada. Lidl only need a strong rider for the Grand Tours now. I would like to see Ayuso go to Lidl. Dude, that's possible. Like, I know people say, I don't know how bad of a teammate he is because everyone says, oh, he's a wild card. You never know what he's going to do. We're going to see next week at La Vuelta, right? Actually, that might be the breaking point for him. Depending how he gets treated at La Vuelta, you've got Ayuso there, you've got Almeida there, both GC riders. Either one of them could probably win a Grand Tour depending on the year and depending who's around. Yeah, if Almeida gets preferential treatment, maybe Ayuso will be like, get me out of here. So, yeah, I was probably counting riders difference. There's 7 in the lead at the Denmark race. Let's hang out with the Czech race for now until this one gets more exciting, guys. Because we do have a climb here. I'm watching the climb right now. I don't have any video coverage yet for the Tour of Denmark. This one here, we've got 24.4 kilometers to go. And you can see what I'm saying. They've been climbing since kilometer 130. They've got 2 kilometers downhill to recover on. And then the real climb starts at around kilometer 24. With the categorized climb saying it's only 13.2. Lampert won the TT stage, won in the Tour, TT, I think. Okay, I forgot that one. Oh, Evan here. Avard, we have a run race in Raleigh, North Carolina, where you eat a dozen Krispy Kremes halfway in the race. Oh, my God. There's also a bike race. I have a friend who I know through virtual cycling over on Ruvi. It's called the Tour de Donuts. So they have different classes. I don't know what it is. 30 miles, 50 miles, maybe 70 miles. I'm making those numbers up, but you get my drift. And they have little feed stations. And they track how many donuts you eat. Every donut takes 1 minute off your overall time in any of the classes. So you want to like get all the way. And at the very last feed, just jam 20 donuts in your gullet. Yeah, a dozen Krispy Kremes. Oof. Just opened a new store in downtown. I think there's only one in Calgary. Like one. Krispy Kreme Donuts is coming out with Harry Potter themed donuts for the Halloween. Okay, that's cool. Dude, yeah, so for me to get a Krispy Kreme is like virtually impossible unless I travel to the States, Vegas, things like that. And Evard knows here, Tim Hortons dominates the coffee donut world here. I mean, every rinky-dink town has a Tim Hortons. Dave, I'm a radical carnivore. He says, I eat whatever doesn't move fast for me. Exactly. I've been eating way too much lately and not riding my bike enough. I know I put some poundage on. I need to get it off my body right away. What's going on here? Zalaka. Fab Cycling saying Zalaka race leader pedal strike. So really? I missed that. I didn't actually see that. So are you saying he had a pedal strike on the descent? 3 guys in the front. So they're pulling back everyone right now. We got 3 out front. Peloton's chasing hard. 1 minute, 20 seconds back. I missed that pedal strike. Juan has always seemed like a good soldier for Poggy. Just doesn't appear to me as if UAE has really supported him. Yeah. And the problem now is he's going to La Vuelta. Obviously, he thinks he's going to win it. And obviously, Juan Ayuso thinks the exact same thing. They just had the World Championships in the beer mile. Oh, I've heard about that. That's the running mile. And I forget how it works. You drink a bunch of beers before and then you got to run the mile. KK actually doesn't have good coffee at decent prices. Okay. Oh, they do. They do have good prices. Krispy Kreme actually have really good coffee at decent prices. If I had one closer, I would go to it. Fab's like, he kept it up. It was on the climb. Just looks scary. How did he pedal strike on the climb? Oh, must have been a sharp bend, perhaps. I'm watching it here right now, and it looks pretty wide open to me. 3 riders up front, and way in the distance, I'm trying to see if I can see that chasing peloton. In the peloton here, things are looking pretty sketchy now. The road is very narrow here. How do they build roads like this? Just not normal for us North Americans. And who is this we're looking at here? Team Visma, Lisa bike rider. At first I thought it might have been a yellow jersey, but it's just Visma. Rabobank on the side of the jersey. Rocking and rolling, guys. Rocking and rolling. 3 riders in the front group. We got Krilio, Maddie, and Conrad. Let's take a look at Krilio here. Ukrainian rider rides for Team Solution Tech. Vinny Fantini. I know they have another team as well. I swear there's another team with Vinny Fantini in their name. 24 years old. GC contender. Raced at the Tour of Slovenia earlier this year, just in June. Tour of Hainan earlier in the year. And the Istrian Spring Tour. That's a race I just discovered yesterday. Maddie Zahalka, Czech rider. Czech Republic. Okay, we're going to say what that's the full name of the country, guys. It's changed so many times. I've gotten in trouble for saying it the wrong way. How would I know? How would I know? I'm just calling over here in Canada, guys. I don't know this stuff. Circuit des Ardennes, Tour of Hellas. I see that's a pretty popular early season race at the pro level, Conti level. There's that Istrian Spring Tour again. So they have their own circuit. They're doing their own races. And we'll take a look at Konrad Walniak here. Voster ATS Continental level team. Dude's 20 years old. Doesn't have anything on board here for points yet this year. However, I don't think that's showing up right because right now he is the Polish under 23 individual time trial champion from June 25th. He does have UCI points. I know. These points here in the specialties I keep looking at, guys, these are PCS ratings. So these are Pro Cycling Stats ratings, and they give point systems based. And you can see here, he doesn't have any. Maybe there's just no points assigned to those races. But there should be for individual time trial at national level. That surprises me. Maybe it's just a typo. Back to the Czech Tour, guys. Flying. Still 1 minute, 23 second gap. Yeah, we got a breakaway 3 right now. Just 3 riders. We just went through all those guys right now. So love going through all the cyclist guys. And surprisingly, I start remembering things about them. Let's actually jump back to the Tour of Denmark here and make sure that's what you're seeing. We are back at the Tour of Denmark right now. That is what you're seeing there. Current position here, guys. It's now 4 minutes and 20 seconds back. We're still in phase 1 of the race. I would say nothing's going to happen until about kilometer 140. Currently at kilometer 118. Right around kilometer 140, we start going through a series of like little rollers and bumps. There is actually 1,900 meters of climbing today on this course. So when you look at it, you think, oh, it's just flat. This is a tough stage today. But this climb looks more exciting to me, so we're going to hang out here for a little bit. On the screen here, again, we're 7 kilometers away from the start of the climb, even though we're climbing all the way. It's 13.2 kilometers at 5.4%. Okay, oh, this guy's name. Yeah, here's another name I can't say. T. Royman, what if Uch de Brooks, I think his first name is Chang, I don't know what his name is. Okay, I actually just saw there on screen. It looked like a group of 5 or 6 off the front of the peloton. I don't know if that's the remnants of the breakaway finally being caught or it's a new breakaway. Probably the remnants of the initial breakaway. Peloton's just in the distance. They're just not showing up on the screen here. That's all. What if Uj, we're going to call him Uj for now, showed up at the Tour delaying? He should be the favorite for today. And if he does win the Czech Tour, I will not be surprised if he is at the Vuelta. Yeah, guys, that's the thing about La Vuelta. I'll take you in there in a little bit and show you. The start lists aren't filled out yet. I think they're still like, who's going? These lesser races that aren't as well known allow so many young riders to showcase themselves. Evard, Dave, it's exactly why I'm here. It's kind of like, Dave, you know, junior hockey in Canada. Guys, junior hockey in Canada is such a big deal here. Guys, I watch hockey, but I'm not a hockey nut. I'm a cycling nut. through and through. Will I cheer on the Edmonton Oilers and Canadian teams at the finals? Yeah. Will I cheer on the American team that's 60% Canadians? Yeah, I will. But I don't watch it year round. 80-something games is too much for me to follow. But yeah, again, junior racing and junior hockey in Canada is such a big deal. That's where the scouts are. That's where they're watching. That's the next step to the NHL, the big leagues. And that's exactly what we're seeing here with these races. The Czech Tour, yeah, it's a 0.1 race. Still fantastic racing. It's just down a step. Guys are developing. We could have future Tour de France winners in this peloton today. Yeah, so that's why I'm watching these two, Dave. I want to know all the stuff. If I'm going to be inside cycling world, I need to know all the riders. And every race I do now, I'm learning. I was the guy that would know the three big races and the classics, spring classics. Women's racing was covering it was non-existent for me. Now I know a lot of their names. And you got to dig into it every day, look through their history, see what they're good at. I remember watching a young Evgeny Berezin win this little circuit race they once ran here in Toronto. Really? I think Evgeny Berezin, that's a name to me that's from the 90s. That's a 90s name. Well, Dave, just so you know, okay, right here, actual GC, Luke Lamperti just took third place at a race in Vancouver. Guys, there's a race in, let's have a look. Let's take a look. We're going to start saying that. Come on. We're saying that more too. Right here, guys, the Gastown Grand Prix. I've heard of this race since the very time I first knew of what pro cycling was. So way back in the 80s. This race it's a pretty big thing here in Canada. It's just a criterium race. Look, it's only 49 kilometers down. It's right down in the heart of Vancouver, old Vancouver. And I think there's a steam-powered clock there that blows every hour, you know, that kind of thing. And he got third place there. So a total lesser-known race, but he's an American. He was probably told, go back home because you're going racing after this, dude. Go home for a few days, take a week off. He caught this race there for Soudal Quickstep. Obviously, he's a World Tour rider showing up at a race that's all continental and pro level teams here. I do know the Project Echelon Racing team through some commentary I do over on my Whoosh for their virtual cycling, so I follow Project Echelon a lot. So I think that's really cool. So Evgeny Berezin showing up in Toronto. We got Luke Lamperti showing up in Vancouver. These guys are all over the place, which I love. Okay. And we're still out there, guys. We're still out there. 3 riders still out front. 1 minute, 5 second gap. We will bounce back here soon. Yeah, Dave finished up with U.S. Postal as one of Lance's soldiers. I got to put that coffee down, guys. I swear it's giving me an arm cramp. It's giving me an arm cramp from keeping... That's how you know you're getting old. I am so old, guys, that I'm getting a cramp from holding my coffee. Pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. Fab Cycling, Lucas Bourgoin, he and his teammate Fetzer should be riding in Europe. Okay, dude, I don't know who those dudes are. What team are they racing for? Climbing specialist at the Czech Tour. It is... Guys, how do you say his name? It's this Belgian rider. This dude. Sien? Sean? Is that Sean in Belgian? Is that Sean? So he's the best climber here, they say. Tall guy too, 1.85 meters tall. Guys, earlier on, I was going on and on and on at the Tour de Feminine, Tour de Romandie Feminine about weight, the whole weight issue in women's cycling right now, which I think is ridiculous. Every time I looked at a women's cyclist, they're so light, so tiny. That's cycling, guys. Lose weight. Up your power to weight ratio. Up to a limit. You can only do so much, though. So Lucas Bourgoin and his teammate Fetzer should be riding in Europe. So I'm guessing that they're continental level riders. Fab, who are those dudes? And we're going to bounce back to the Tour of Denmark here, guys. You can see here now, guys, it's starting to get lumpy here. So again, this is a tough race. We're back at Tour of Denmark right now, guys. They're showing the next 10 kilometers. It's not easy. It's rolly, punchy terrain all day long. This is a hard course. I still don't think it's going to start lighting up to about 140. Back to Czech Tour. Looks like Soudal rider back at the car grabbing bottles. And we're going to take a look at things here. 1 minute 11 seconds back. Oh, okay. Fab second. They race for a US team called Cadence, I think. But every time I watch a US crit race, these guys are winning everything. Evhard, Dave, I believe it's pronounced Jan Uterbrooks. Okay, we'll just go with that. Jan Uterbrooks. And yeah, this looks like Luke Lamperti on the front of the peloton here. Yeah, he is. He's pulling the front of the peloton. Are you kidding me? So Luke is pulling the front of the peloton. Let's take a look at Luke again. Yeah, I was just going to say, I already know he's not a climber. I already know from his third place finish at the crit race in downtown Vancouver just about a month or so ago. He's going to work the front here, and he's going to get blown out of the back on this climb. So he's working for a teammate here. Let's see if I can get the start list here for Soudal. He's Lampert, Luke Lamperti, Joseph here. No, he's an individual time trialist. So obviously Luke Lamperti is going to be working for a teammate. I think Luke's going to fall out the back here real quick, lose the overall GC, but that's fine. He'll be going for another sprint stage. Oh wow, look at this. It's only, and guys, I didn't know this. Someone just mentioned the Tour de l'Ain. It's only been 7 days that Jan Uterbrooks, Visma Leasebike, took his first professional victory. So he's got one professional victory only 1 week ago. Oh, okay. So Fab saying it's pronounced Kian Uterbrooks. UI is an ow sound in the Netherlands. Don't ask me why they pronounce their vowels this way. That's just the way they do it. It's just the way they do it. T. Rovens here. Luke is probably riding for Junior. Okay, so let me take a look back there at Soudal, guys. Who are you referring to here, T. Ruben? Lesurf. Ah, right here, Junior Lesurf. Okay, sorry, I do see him. Yeah, here's their climber. 22 years old, guys. 54 kilograms. And again, going back to my whole thing at Tour de Romandie this morning about all this controversy, I like to say it that way now, in the Women's World Tour about the weight issues and all this garbage they keep going on about. This guy's 54 kilograms. This is what it takes to be a climber, guys. If you ever want to be a climber, don't think you're going to walk around at 95 kilograms plus like I do, and that you're ever going to be anything of a climber, because you can't. It just doesn't work. You can be pretty strong, but you ain't going to be winning the climbs. You're going to have to get on a huge breakaway by yourself. You could pull off a, what was his name? Eros Pauli. Eros Pauli, guys. I think that name is correct. 1994 Tour de France, Mont Ventoux. He went over the top first. Even Pontani couldn't catch him. He had such a lead. So I think Pontani took back 26 minutes on the climb alone on this dude. But the guy got over the top first. He was a beast of a dude. I think he was like 6'5", 210 pounds. Again, that's still pretty skinny though. For 6'5", 210 pounds is kind of skinny. And he stayed away and he won the stage. So yeah, probably racing for Lesurf. We will see Lamperti going out the back soon. Yes, Lesurf is their climber and a good one. They should have brought APP. Okay, who's APP? Why don't I know that abbreviation? If you got that Fab Cycling. Dave, again, so many great riders that just don't get the support they need from either the team or the coaches. Yeah. Yeah, I love the junior. I don't want to call this junior. This is not junior. This is pro racing, but it's, the next step. It is the next step up. And we are seeing here, guys, Luke Lamperti has been blown out the back now. So his run in the GC yellow is over, and that's to be expected. Everyone knew that was going to happen. Luke won't be disappointed. He did his job. He got the stage win. And what we'll do right now, guys, I'm going to look at this. Okay, so we've only got 4 stages. We're on stage 2 now. Brutal climb today. Tomorrow we've got a hilly day. Ooh. Okay. This could be a day for the sprinters. This is tomorrow at the Czech Tour. Get over the first Cat 2, which they can all do. Couple of bumps and then try to escape. Keep everything under control before this last couple of bumps. Breakaway artists are going to go early. Try to escape and get over the bumps quick and run away to the finish. Stage 4, I'm seeing... looks like it might be a mountain stage again. And yeah, it's got a hilltop finish. Hilltop finish, we got a category 1 out there, and it finishes with another category 1. And that looks like a steep climb. Let's look at that final climb. 6.1 kilometers at 7.4%, so that's not too bad. Actually, no. They got the same climb listed twice here. So maybe they just climb it twice. No, here's Pustavy here. This one's got a different name at the end. I'd have to look that up, guys. But it looks, there is a circuit at the end. So yeah, they could be doing the same climb. They're doing the same climb twice. With maybe the finish point being a little bit further on. So wow, this is actually a pretty interesting tour. Maybe I should have picked this one to do instead. Like I said, I'll just do it this way today. See how you guys like it. Oh yes, dude, that's my favorite name. No, dude, you got it. Aurélien Paripontre. If you watch my Tour de France stuff, I love saying that name. Him and his brother Valentin and Aurélien Paripontre. Yeah, dude, I didn't know the abbreviation on exactly who you're talking about. Big Mig couldn't climb so well as... God, I can't even see this, guys. I gotta turn this up. Big Mig could climb so well as De Keyser. Okay, I've totally butchered what you're saying there, dude. I think you missed something there. Yeah, he would just hang on. I think someone was saying at the Tour de France, with 5 Tour de France victories, that Miguel Indurain, Big Mig, never won a road course. He only won the time trials. So I think that's true as well. De Keyser, that would be a Jan. Is that Jan Ulrich? I think so. Oh wow, they got all this water stored on the top. It looks like a man-made lake. So they pump storage water up there. Yeah, it looks like they pump storage water into the top of this lake on the top of a mountain to let the water flow down to create electricity. How does that work? Wouldn't it take electricity to pump it up there? I don't know. Yeah, Aurélien Paripontre. I butchered the name, but something like the stage winner. Okay. Yeah, he should have been here for that. You know what? I know one of the Paripontres is going to the La Vuelta, so maybe they thought, let him rest up more. Don saying all riders will need to eat 8 pounds of pasta, a steak, a lobster dinner the night before the start of any tour. Did some auto racing trial cars drivers have the same total weight? Ah, yeah. Yes, Ulrich. Dude, that's a good idea, Dave. Yeah. They could try something like that. I think it's the same as horse racing too. You know, we were talking about horse racing in the earlier stream, because now it's all these female jockeys, ultra lightweight male jockeys. I think they have to add weights to the overall rider horse package, or maybe it's not for the horse, because the horses can weigh different amounts. But I think the rider saddle and all that stuff has to be a certain weight, so they add weights. Yeah, Indurain could climb very well. He wasn't like a climber, but he could hang in there. And then the thing about Indurain is that he would slaughter everyone in the time trials. Like, no one could touch the guy. At the Czech Tour here, the peloton is catching the front 3 right now. They're actually already caught. This is just the remnants I'm watching here right now. Luke Lamperti is now 1 minute 20 seconds back. And guys, this is the profile of the final 10 kilometers we're entering now. I'm seeing a lot of red, a lot of black numbers here. Remember that black on this race indicates 9-10% gradient. So, going to be tough, guys. This is a tough little climb here. Looks like one rider still. It's Krilio. This dude. Serenko. Probably going to do better with that name. Serenko here for Team Solution Tech. Vinny Fantini. GC rider. Had some good results this year. stages at the Tour of Slovenia, the Tour of Hainan, GC at the Tour of Hainan, GC at the Tour of Bulgaria in 2022. So this guy knows what it takes to win. But can he stay away? It's 15 seconds. He's going to be pulled back here right away. And from the looks of it, he's by himself. His buddies that were with him, his frenemies, are sitting maybe 50 meters back. The peloton's probably just around the corner. It says they're 15 seconds back right now. Bounce back to the Tour of Denmark here. Everything's still the same, guys. Nothing has changed here. Well, what's changed is that the gap now is 3 minutes and 20 seconds. So it is coming down right now. I think the race enters phase 2 right around kilometer 140. That's when we have points here. We have 3 points indicating here. That will be for points classification. Virtual points. Actually, is it mountains? Could be mountains. Yeah, this is going to be for mountains points. So that's going to be Conrad Hoogstedt. Is it Conrad still? This dude here that's leading the points, he's led since day 1. He was in the original 9-liter break, stage 1, Tour of Denmark. He's sitting 3rd overall, continental level team rider. Team Coloquick here. He's got a great sprint, found himself in the right place, and he's just 3rd on day 1, 44th on day 2, 33rd on day 3. And, well, it says he's 6th place overall. I'm going to have a look at that. He might have got some time bonuses out of it. So if we look at the actual GC over at the Tour of Denmark, okay, yeah, he's 6th place overall. It's the other one. It's Nicholas Larson here, who had a really good time trial yesterday. Continental level team rider, wedged in between 2 Lidl Trek riders here. So really, really doing a good job over there. Back to the Czech Tour guys, watching the video still. Saying there's a 7-second lead from Serenko back to the peloton. And it's 30-meter gap. So they're right on him. They are right on him now. I will close this down so I don't get blasted by that. Close. Discord, go away. Dario's asking, Dario Lazier, how many kilometers left? Dude, I'm doing 2 races right now. Tour of Denmark has got a long ways to go still. And so Tour of Denmark still has 89 kilometers to go. I think the race is just going to start very soon. There's a series of climbs coming up. Oh, and it is a circuit too. The first climb they take on is a Cat 1, short, 800 meters at 8%. Then the next 2 climbs that are classified is the same hill. 1.1 kilometers at 5 point something percent. Yeah. Slightly different numbers, but on the profile it looks identical to me. Then they go into a 3-lap circuit at the finish. Very lumpy. They still have 1,100 meters of climbing to do. So they still have 3,500 feet of climbing to do at the Tour of Denmark. However, over the Czech Tour, they're taking on this beauty beast of a climb right now. Kirill Serenko has just been caught by the peloton. So everything's back together. Luke Lamperti, they're guessing, looks like he's about 2 minutes back. And yeah, guys, the climb is still going on. The climb is still going on. Yep, Dave, you got it. Indurain wouldn't win mountain stages, but would grind opponents into dust as they tried to ride him off of their wheel. Ulrich, another big diesel, would slowly ramp up speed till no one was left on his wheel. Yeah, I love those guys. I love them. Different time, different era, guys. Say what you want to say about it. Yeah. I guess my only thought about all the whatever of the past is that people now are like, oh, I hate that guy because he's on EPO. I hate him because he was on EPO and he did this. Guys, all the team management, all the team leaders that are leading these young guys right now, they were all involved in that. So I look at, if you can't kind of like, I heard Levi Leipheimer talk in a podcast, and he said the whole drug time, the whole EPO time, was very gray. It wasn't black or white. There's lots of reasons how people got involved in it, and yeah, it's just the way it was. But yeah, if you really hate the usage of drugs in the past and you can't get past it, then maybe you shouldn't watch pro cycling, because All those guys are still working in pro cycling. Okay, anyways, back to the race here. Visma Lisa bike, 3 riders strong, driving the front. I do see a Soudal rider there. I wonder if that's Lesurf, Junior Lesurf, as someone mentioned. Looks like there's about 7 or 8 riders trying to break the peloton apart. They've all attacked at the same time. They've all attacked at the same time, guys. Nothing. They're talking about a split in the peloton. We haven't seen it. They probably went at kilometer 8. There's probably something on the road they thought that's the point to go. Visma riders, I see Astana there too. Okay, one Visma rider's gone. One Visma rider just actually hit the brakes. He just like slammed it in reverse actually. Didn't hit, just took the thing on the steering column, slammed it in reverse, pulled over. He's done. Other Visma riders been distanced. One Visma rider at the front here. They are seeing reaction from Junior Lesurf. That is the Soudal rider I'm seeing. 4 riders in the front group right now. Visma rider, Junior Lesurf, Astana rider, dude in a red jersey. Let's just call him that. Oh, okay. So it's Jan, it's Xian. Yeah, that's the attack right there. That is the attack right there. Yeah, Jean Outerbrooks. Jean Outerbrooks. How about guy that just won his first pro victory last weekend right here? It would have been stage 3 of Tour de Lane on, wow, August 8th. August 8th, guys. What's the date today? Yeah, 1 week ago. They already said that earlier. And first in the GC, second in the points, first in the mountains, first in the youth. I'm learning about this all right now as I'm saying it because I didn't cover this race. I was probably doing Vuelta a Burgos last weekend. So he's in the break with Junior Lesurf. Now they're identifying Santiago. Okay, this is the Astana rider I said there. There's a 4th rider there they haven't identified, and I'm glad because I can't identify him either. And actually, Junior Lesurf has gone off the front, guys. Junior is going off the front. That Astana rider, too, is a development rider. That's what I got to keep remembering. A lot of them are in the same... Actually, you know what? It's the Astana rider off the front. It is. It's the Astana development rider off the front. I just saw blue from the camera, from the helicopter. It's not Lesurf. It's the Astana rider. And again, junior rider. Junior rider here, guys. Continental level rider. 22 years old. World Tour next year. Here we go. World Tour next year. Actually, he was on World Tour in 2024. So he's been there before. Went back to Conti. Give him another year of development. Bring him back up. He's on the attack. He probably has about a 20-meter lead, but Jean Outerbrooks is trying to come back now. We're seeing that go off now, guys. He's got, it says 5-second lead over 3 riders. It's Colombian. Great to see the Colombians back in force, guys. Colombians back in force. 3 riders chasing Jean Outerbrooks, Junior Lesurf, and here it is. We got his name now. A nice Italian name here. Alessandro Vanucelu. Team Ucchio. Conti team. Rode pro last year at Q36.5 and Iolo Cometa Pro Series team. GC of the Tour of Japan 2025. So this guy won the GC at the Tour of Japan. Again, guys, this is a race I haven't heard of before. That was back in May. Looks like a week-long stage race. 7 stages. You can see some of these 2.2 races as well. Again, 2 means stage, 0.2 means the level. Generally, things are going to be a little bit shorter till they develop up to longer distances. Okay, the 4 are back together, guys. Actually, you know, I'm seeing 5 riders in this group. I do see an Astana rider, so I think they've caught him up. And 1 more rider has joined from the back. And now I'm seeing that dude in the red jersey. Is it this dude? It's either Alessandro for Team Ucchio. Or, yeah, it is Alessandro. There's another rider there, Team Ucchio. I saw him come too. Eritrean rider. Another Eritrean. So much riders coming out of Eritrea. I guess that's like their main sport there now is cycling. Biniam. A couple other, what's the other guy? Daniel, can't say his last name. Do not know how to say his last name. So Alessandro won on the attack. It's saying he's got a 5-second lead. And if I look at the virtual classification right now, Alessandro would be in first place. because yesterday's stage finish, we're only on stage 2, guys. There's going to be a lot of guys that could bounce up right into GC today. Okay, all the work's being done by the Team Visma Lisa bike rider at the front here. He's chasing hard. There's Junior Surf. There's our Astana rider, Santiago Umba. And the 4th rider there is Nahorn Zare. I think that's who that is here. Yeah, here's Alessandro off the front for Team Ukyo. There's another Team Ukyo, UKYO rider back there. And actually, the Eritrean rider is hard to spot at first, wearing a different color jersey. Probably the Eritrean national. I got to take a look at this dude right here. 22, so why is he wearing that jersey? Let's take a little look back. It's a totally different jersey. It looks like it's got some Eritrean flag coloration on it. But I don't see. Oh, right here. Boom. June 29th, National Championships of Eritrea. Men's Elite Road Race. First place for this dude right here. Get it? Oh, it's Nahom. Called him Nahorn before. Okay, guys. Here we go. Alessandro's got a lead. 7-second gap. 50 seconds back to the peloton here. They're going to have to really start flying now if they want to bring this back. We've got 4.5 kilometers to go. And looking at Alessandro, he's got like maybe 50 meters on them. Maybe 50 meters. Probably not even that. Maybe 30, 20 meters now. They're going to bring him back. He will fall back there. At least he'll have a teammate with him. Maybe they can do a little counterattack over the top. While that's developing, let's take a look back here now at the Denmark race. This is where I think the race is going to start kicking off here. You can see these little short climbs over in Denmark are quite steep. Very rolly through here. But we still have our 7 riders out front. 3 minutes back to the peloton. Let's get back to the climb. I'm sure you guys don't mind me doing this right now, bouncing back and forward. Okay, guys, and I'll get back to the chat now. I realize I've been neglecting it. T. Royven. Okay, you're calling it now? Dude, I'm sorry I didn't read this, because you called it 8 minutes ago, according to me. 7:50 in the morning for me, 7:42 on here. I'm calling it now. Once Jean, Scene goes, nobody will be able to follow his wheels. He's doing all the work to bring that brake back. He did all the work to bring back. They're all back together. No one else went to the front. So those 5 up front, I'm seeing 4 or 5 riders chasing in the back. That might be, it will not be showing up here on the data, but I can see it on the screen here. There's 4 or 5 in a group not that far back. Looks like we lost 1 rider out of the front group just there. 1 rider just got dropped. I think it was the junior rider from Astana. It was. So we've lost the junior rider from Astana. I think that was Santiago Umba, I believe. Yeah, his name's not here anymore. 4 riders in the front. It's still the, let's just call him Mr. Visma Lisa bike leading the way. Could you imagine if he gets another stage win today, a week apart? Yeah, it's a nice race. Nice race here. Junior Lissert goes, ooh, attack by Visma Lisa bike, man, and puts a gap into Alessandro, and Nahom is trying to go with him. Nahom is with his teammate. Dude, you need to jump now. You need to jump now. They are pulling him back. Dude, this Nahom guy just pulled them back. He's doing all the work for his teammate, Alessandro, here. They're both going to get back on. Nice job, dude. I like that. Junior the Surf was the only one that could go with Sean. Let's call him Sean now. He won't like that. Sean, you'll never see this video. Don't worry about it, bro. So, yeah, we got the prediction by T. Roving here. Dave saying it was a level playing field because everyone was involved and knew it. Yeah, dude, that's how I look at it now, too. Just certain people did it better than others, and certain people were more aggressive on how they defended it. That's my only thing against Lance. I don't really care that he did it. It doesn't even bother me anymore. I don't think they should have taken his Tour de France away either. Because everyone was doing it. They take everyone's take everyone's victory away then. You have to eliminate every victory, pretty much. Or what's funny is they'll say with the doping, they'll admit to doing it one year, but yeah, it wasn't doing anything those other years. Sure you weren't. That's how I look at it. Yep, there's performance enhancements, drug substance in all sports, standard rider attacking, we've seen that. Biggest performance enhancer is H2O. Okay, just catching up, you guys. Yeah, caffeine is a huge performance enhancer. Eritrean national champion the Winters. Yep. So I did figure that out. So I am caught up now, guys. Thank you so much. Damn, these young riders are strong. Yeah, guys, these are all the riders we're going to be watching in the next 2, 3, 4 years. Some are very young here. So if we take a look through it, yeah, this dude here, he's World Tour rider already. So at these, I don't want to call them lower level races. They are lower level though. This is a 0.1 race. If we look at the start list, you're going to see only a couple of World Tour teams here. They're only allowed to invite a couple of World Tour teams. Pro Series, I think you can have 80% of the teams can be World Tour. And it also depends on region. When you get down to a 0.1 race, it drops to like 50% World Tour. And when you get to a 0.2 race, I don't think there's any World Tour teams. You can only have so many Pro Series teams. That's like the next big team there. So at this race, we only have 2 World Tour teams here. But what I think is cool about this is seeing all these young dudes, up-and-comers, teams like this, you know, ATT Investments, all Poles and Czech Republic riders. Look at this team, Elkov Kasper, almost all, I think they got a Slovenian here and all Czech riders. Here's a Polish team, Vostra ATS. So they're very, very continental. They're probably just like all riders from one country, all speaking the same language, all trying to make it to the World Tour. Or work their way up from there even. Like the Pro Series is the first step. Guys, getting back to here now. 29-second gap. And we're less than 2 kilometers to go. Let's get it, boys. Let's get it. Okay, so T. Royven has called it, said when Team Visma, Lisa, and he's the only one doing any work on the front. I think they're all afraid of him. They all know how strong he is. And they're saying, dude, you're going to do all the work. We're wheel sucking. We are wheel sucking. Let's go back and look at this dude here. Okay, he's 1.85 meters. This guy's quite tall. Junior Lesurf, I think he's quite short. 1.69, yeah, he's quite short. You can tell by his bike. I was talking about this in the women's race early this morning. I always find it, to me, visually kind of funny looking at a short person on a bike. Okay, so it looks like Naham is just cracking off the back right now. That's Zeray for Team UKYO. And Alessandro has recovered. So yeah, there, you're just seeing it now on the detail stats here. We've just lost one of the Team UKYO riders. How do you say that? Does anyone know? So Naham has just kind of like hit the parachute. Guys, we're 1.5K to the finish. Again, still Sean up front. Sean's up front. I'm allowed to say it that way. I'm from Canada. I'm just going to butcher it every time now. So Uterbrooks in the front. He has led every second of this. No one else has came up. He's pretty nervous about it, though. He's looking back every 20, 30 meters, like just checking. I'm just going to check. I think he's just trying to ride. He's checking again right now. Can I break them? Dude, do not kill yourself here. You need to save something for the end. That little pesky lightweight climber, Junior Lesurf, is just doing a lot of wheel sucking right now. Guys, they're probably moving fast enough here. There is some draft. There will be some draft here. Yeah, and you know what? When you're doing all the work up front and someone's wheel sucking, I hope the guy doing all the work just rides them off their wheels. Yep, you got it, Fabs. Like an Eritrean rider just cracked. Yeah, Fab, you got it. Uterbrooks is trying to ride him off his wheel, and he's still doing it. I'm watching. Like, guys, I'm like this right now. I'm just going doot, 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 doot. He is out of the saddle, just cranking all the way. Yeah, Sean is stronger on the very steep climbs. Did they also take away Lance third place at Tour de France? Dude, I don't know. But I've seen so many things now where like an ex-pro from 20 plus years ago will come clean. Yeah, you know that year when I won this? Yeah, I was doping. And they're like, okay, we'll take that away from you. They fix it. And so he stopped doping the next year? I don't believe that. Looking at the weights here, check this out. Junior Lesurf is 54 kilos. Alessandro is 62. Wow. Sean, who's the tallest, is 68 kilograms. He's 14 kilograms more than Junior. That's 30 pounds, guys. Take the 14 times it by 2.2. That's your conversion factor. So he's almost 30 pounds heavier than Junior. Still a lightweight rider, though. He's not a heavy dude. He's just developing a lot of power to his weight ratio. And what am I seeing here? Looking back at the peloton, it does say they're 30 seconds back. There's still cars in between them, but not many. Wow, they're actually really close right now. They're very, very close. Good thing is these guys only probably have 700 meters to go. They're entering a little flat segment here. And I'm slightly delayed on this stream. So even though it says it's live, I don't think it is live. 30 seconds. Luke Lamperti now 2 minutes plus back, which is to be expected. I always hate when I say something that may come out, oh yeah, he got blown at the back. But they knew that would happen. It's not a negative thing. He's a sprinter. Okay, guys, we're coming. Now, Shine. I'm terrible today, guys. I am just terrible. Yes, the Airtrain champ just cracked. Who's this? Okay, Fab Cycling it. Bjarne Riis admitted to doping when he won the Tour de France in 96 and still has his yellow and championship. Yeah, that's a book I got to read. So I think his book was actually in 2012. Someone brought it up yesterday, Breaking the Silence. I thought it was a new book. It just popped up again on Facebook for some reason. Ooh, nice ramp up to the finish here. That is quite the ramp, guys. Attacking. Junior LeSurf goes into the front. Wheel sucked all the way up the hill. Wheel sucked. I hope Visma gets it. I hate to say it, but Junior LeSurf weighing 54 kilograms has such an advantage here now. Did zero work on the front going up, and we'll get the stage win. Lesson learned by Visma Lease Bike. Don't let that dude do that again. So the guy, yeah, so Junior wins the stage. Second, Alessandro LeSurf. Great for them. That's a Conti team, guys. Third place for Team Visma Lease Bike here. Let's hope the Eritrean dude gets up. I'm cheering for him right now. That's Naham Zareh. I don't know if he got caught by the peloton. He probably did. They were moving fast. Peloton's coming in next, guys. Yeah, LeSurf attacked huge there. Attacks huge. Yeah. So he did the right race there, guys. And I mean, you know when I say stuff like that, like I hope he doesn't win, he did the right race. He's not as strong as the other rider. Why not let that rider do all the work and then attack at the very end? That's what you do as a smaller climber. LeSurf wheel sucking the whole climb will probably win the sprint. T-Roving, you just said it, dude. Yeah, he did. He wheel sucked the whole way, but I guess when you're a small climber with very little power, you hide behind the bigger rider and follow those wheels. Yet LeSurf attacked to win. Uterbrooks had to do that to put time on the yellow, which was close on the road. Yeah, let's see what they've got here. I'm going to see if we can look at the virtual right now. So it's still Luke Lamperti because it's stage 2. They're not going to show us anything yet. I'll hang out here for a while, guys, and then I'm going to jump back to Tour Denmark. Actually, you know what? This is a great race. Love it. I should have said, screw the fact that I can't say their names and the towns and the rivers and the climbs because they're all hard for me to say. Because this has got a really good profile, this race. So, guys, tomorrow I might do the same thing. I'm going to do the same thing tomorrow for one of my races. The women's tour I want to keep separate because I really want to focus on it because it is World Tour event. And, guys, I'm trying to promote the women's cycling. So, third place for Uterbrooks. Yeah, this dude here. Continental level rider. 25 years old. Gets second place today. Awesome. UCI points, baby. This dude gets UCI points. That's what you want. And he is a good rider. First place at Tour of Japan back in May. Wow. Fuji International Speedway to Mount Fuji. Did they ride Mount Fuji? That's a big climb. That is a big climb. And he got second place on that one. So this guy is quite the climber. I don't think it's showing well enough on his speciality yet. Riders crossing the line, and some of them are like just zigzagging when they cross the finish line. Yeah, I think Uterbrooks will be in yellow after today too. So guys, I'm just going to watch here. Sometimes I get my stats quicker on Flow Bikes. Preliminary results. So we do have Junior LeSurf 4:16, 33 seconds. There was a time gap back to Sean Uterbrooks, 3 seconds. Sean. A fourth place rider coming through was Giacomo Balabio for a very continental level sounding team. Hinkau Advarix. Continental level team here. 27-year-old. Finished up nicely there at the top. 5th place, Lorenzo Quartucci. Team Solution Tech, Vinny Vantini. Timon Grat, Alexander Hajek, Red Bull rookies. There he is. He did hang on. He did get caught, but managed to finish well. Naham Zareh, who was in that initial break, hung on for 8th place. Didn't get swamped by everyone. So let's see our GC for today, guys. Yeah, that was a good race, 2.1. Guys, I think I'll be covering more 2.1 races based on the profile. What do you guys think about that? Evard, the women's peloton is so competitive and so entertaining. Yeah, dude, I love it. I really love it. I'm kind of disappointed what happened today. Again, who knows? Maybe they let them ride. We still don't know that. I don't know if someone stood there and said, nope, you're not riding, and put their arm out at the start of the time trial shoot, and they were like, really? And then they went and sat down and cried. I don't know what they did. Did they let them ride? Just turn the transponders off. Maybe they'll change decisions, but I highly doubt it now. They've already they've already had their podium presentation. It'd be pretty hard to, but wow, it's like the UCI wants to kill women's racing. They're not helping it. UCI Racing did nothing to help women's racing today. So that's Junior LeSurf's 2nd pro win. Yeah, and again, Visma Lisa bike, he rode the race the way he had to ride it. He looks very strong, that dude. LeSurf, smaller, less powerful rider, needs to stay out of the wind at all times. Rode the race perfectly too. Yeah, is it a wheel sucker? Yeah, it is, but whatever. It's GC Climber. That's how it works. So still waiting for it here. Should come through any second now, guys. And what I'll do whilst I'm waiting for that, I'm going to bounce back to the Tour of Denmark here. Oh, things are changing, guys. Just like I said, right around kilometer 140, I think the race will start phase 2. And it looks like we got a couple of riders off the front. Oh, wow. So they're obviously doing the same thing. They just announced that the Czech Tour is just finished here. So I'm watching LeSurf there, still waiting for it to flash up. We have 2 riders off the front here, Matthias Malmberg and Emil Tudal, continental level riders. The balance of the 5-man breakaway riding together, 2 minutes back to the peloton. It is coming down now, guys. It is coming down. At the Czech Tour I'm seeing here, the riders that have finished are riding down the hill. People are still finishing now. So it's one of those ones where they can't get all the buses up there. Actually, I don't even know if they have full tour buses at this level. Do they? But even if they did, obviously it's too small of an area up top that they can't bring all the buses up. So the riders then have to ride all the way down the hill. And, okay, 2 minutes back here. Yeah, we're climbing right now. So we've got 2 riders in the break right now. It's an 800-meter climb at 8%, so it is steep. Kicks over the top, drops down, climbs again into a flat, and we just start descending again. So it's going to be very up and down. Now it's going to just rip everyone's legs apart coming up. Oh, and so this climb here, this climb was to the top of this water storage center. It looks like a man-made lake on top of a lake that they said they pump water up there and store it to use later to create electricity. Hydroelectric, yes. I guess maybe they can pump the water for... Does it actually make more electricity than what it costs to pump the water up there? I don't know. Engineers, where are you? Dave, sounds like the UCI sprang this rule on the teams just before the start. Stupid. Oh, totally. Yeah, they probably showed up the one. Oh, yeah, you're all putting GPS units on your bikes. They're like, no, we're not. So that, yeah, again, that was a World Tour premium event for the women, and they just ruined it. So, and I covered it, guys. That's what I'm saying. I'm covering it, and the UCI is just out trying to destroy women's cycling right now. I don't know what they're thinking. Don't say it's because we don't watch, because we're watching. I see that every day, guys. I see who's here watching with me. We watch this stuff. We're cycling fans. And that's why sometimes I don't even want to differentiate between the men and the women. They're all pro athletes. So sometimes they want to differentiate it. I don't understand. Just, you're all pro athletes to me. Okay, still nothing coming through there. Maybe I'll have to look over here. Okay, it is through now. Oh, take a look at this. Junior Le Surf gets it. So, GC after stage 2, with all the hard work from the Visma Lisa bike rider, who did finish 3 seconds back. He's currently 9 seconds back in third. That's Jean Uterbroeks. Jean. Alessandro Vansili Sulu. God, that's a hard name to say. Alessandro, we're just sticking with that. He's 6 seconds behind, and Le Surf, first place. Santiago Umba, that was that Astana rider, the development rider who was with him for a while. Alexander Hadjic, Lorenzo Quartucci. Who else is here? Looking at it. Okay. We saw a lot of those names in that climb. So anyone that did well on that climb today has really moved up in the GC. And what I want to do right now, the actual GC, if it'll show it to me. No, that's yesterday. I'm going to look at the virtual here. No, that won't show it either. Who's got the points? St. Junior Surf got 25 points today. Gives him... So he now has the leader's jersey. He also has the points jersey. Mountains jersey? I don't know if this has been updated yet. I don't think this has been updated. We're going to find out here pretty quick. Actually, it has been updated. It's saying there was 8 points at the top, 6, 4, and 2 at the top of Delau Strane, and it's crossed out, which I assume means it's been counted. So Nicolo, so he probably would have got all these points yesterday. Nicolo Garibo retains his jersey from yesterday. Here's Junior Le Surf getting 8 points for the top of the climb today. Alessandro's there as well. Carrillo, who we saw, Sarenko, we saw earlier. Jean Uterbroeks. Okay, so they're getting points today, but there was a lot of points yesterday too. Out on course. Yep, so Junior Le Surf there. Actual GC. Okay, come on. Yeah, see, it's not... This is after stage 1. It's not giving me the GC here, but I need to go back to the actual feed, and we'll find it there. Just get back through all this stuff. Yeah, so Junior Le Surf, first place, way back in 20th place, Colin Stussy. Let's go through this. Here's Carrillo Sarenko. We saw him earlier. There's Nahom Zareh, another guy that did well in the climb. So he's going to be thereabouts in the top GC riders. These must have been all the other climbers coming up. So Alessandro in second. That's really good for them. Jean Uterbroeks, third place. Santiago Umba. Okay, guys, that's that. Yeah, that thing's pretty fascinating. It's a giant like basin on top of this huge hill. Would I call it a mountain? Yeah, I guess so. It's just not a rocky mountain. It's forested all the way. It's a giant basin on the top filled with water, and they pump water, let that water through gravity probably just flow downhill through some piping, generates hydroelectric power. But they got to get the water up there. So how does that work? Maybe it rains a lot up there. I don't know. The rambling has started. Okay, guys, here we go. Got some interesting stuff going on here now. Mats Pedersen is attacking at the Tour of Denmark, it says. That front group is now back to 7, the original 7, who I think have been away all day. Ooh, and there's one rider up there who is a threat to the GC. This is why Mats Pedersen's going on the attack, folks. This dude right here, Mads Wirtz Schmidt, Pass Racing. 31 years old. Been a World Tour rider for Team Katusha Alpecin in the past. Israel Startup Nation, that's the old name. Israel Premier Tech. Now, wow, it now says he is club racing. Not even continental level. Really? Really? So is he really? Okay, guys, let's get back into this Tour of Denmark. Oh, while we're at it too. Guys, and Colin's going to diverge in another direction now. Circuit Franco-Belge. Here's another race that's going on, guys. It's in Belgium, obviously. It's a 1.pro So it's Pro Series race. World Tour teams can be here. Not all World Tour teams need to be here. They come by invites. 1 means it's a one-day race. 2, stage. Remember, I'll say that every time. Currently in this race, like, who's all here? Let's see the start list first off. Wantiger, Intermar, Wanshi, Alpecin de Koenig, Jaco Alula, Arkea BNB, Picnic Post NL, Confidis, Movistar. Counting right there, that's 7 World Tour teams. Then we got Pro Series teams. Then you're going to start seeing possibly, yeah, there's continental level teams there. Van Riesel, Roubaix, Volker Vessels. That's my favorite women's team. Here's the men's version. Tartaleto Iserex, all Belgians. Soudal Quickstep Devo team. So guys, you wonder where all these pros come from? They all have development teams. So this is race going on 2, but I do want to jump back here, back to the Tour of Denmark. Is this guy really a club rider? This guy's a club rider. What does that mean? So it's saying he's at club level. He's not even at continental level. Virtually on the road, he's leading right now. Okay, so Mads Pedersen's just got some time back here. This guy here, Mads Vert Schmitz, has moved up 24 positions overall. And is in the front group. So Pedersen and William Bloom Levy are going now. William Bloom Levy here for Uno X, 24-year-old. And I was going to say, yeah, I remember watching him yesterday at the individual time trial. Finished 5th on stage 1. That was that 9-rider breakaway. Mads Pedersen was part of that group. So he's 24 years old. So these two are chasing, and then it's only 10 seconds back to the peloton, but it's through all this rolling terrain here. Super rolling terrain. So Pedersen's out there trying to bring back some time. Yeah, so they're 1 minute 8 back, and Mats Vert Schmidt is 1:35 behind Mats Pedersen overall. So right now he's, what is that, 27 seconds actually behind him. So he just wants to keep him nearby. Wants to keep that one dude nearby. He's got to watch that. Everyone else is so far behind in the group 1, the lead group, that Mads doesn't have to worry about them. So let's just keep an eye on this. And I'll get that going again there. Long streams coming up here, guys. Fun fact, this is from Rusticles. Rusticles likes to drop in once in a while. Canada and Denmark have a war. That's right, dude. They do. Okay, yeah, I did know that. So there's an island, guys. As you know, Denmark, what do you want to call it? Like, Greenland is basically governed by Denmark. I'll put it that way. Even though they have their own elections up there, too. What's the word for it? Is it owned by Denmark? I don't think it's owned by Denmark, but it's part of their whatever. So anyways, up in northern Canada, there's islands everywhere. There's islands that are absolutely uninhabited all over the place up there. There's huge mineral resources up there. There's huge, probably oil resources hiding up there underneath the ice in the basins there in the Arctic Ocean. There's one island there since way back when. There's been like a fun war as to who owns it. Canada and Denmark. And so basically both countries take turns going to the island, changing the flag out. I think they might, I don't know if they actually take the other flag off, but they leave gifts for each other. So the Canadians show up and usually leave some whiskey for the Danes. The Danes probably show up and leave pickled herring or something, maybe schnapps. I don't know what they drink over there, but pickled herring seems like a Danish thing to me. I probably insulted an entire country. Hopefully not. So yeah, they kind of have this little fun war. It's just like a small island. It's rock. There's nothing there. Maybe there's like one building on. I'm going to have to look that up. Rusticles. What's the name of the island? Dave, mind you, does anyone remember when U.S. Postal showed up at Prairie Bay with Trek Y road bikes? Yeah, I do remember that. I do remember the road bike suspension. I think even Greg LeMond at one time was riding Rock Shocks. And they got banned. To Royven, have you seen the lineup for the Hamburg Classic? Yeah, it looks awesome, dude. It looks awesome. Chemistry Club, thanks again, dude. Because, dude, you should be running my channel for me. He says, brilliant knowledge. Don't forget to hit the like button. The like button to support. Yeah, dude. Guys, please hit the like button. Please, please, please hit the like button every time you come here. There's people that come here every day. Okay, maybe not today. Maybe not today. I don't know if I've seen anyone brand new today. But people just jump in like, man, I love your channel. I get messages from people later. Dude, I absolutely love your channel. I just discovered it. Those are the people we're looking for. It's hard for them to find my video unless you guys like it. So they're going to be watching something tonight. They've turned Netflix on for the 50th week running, and there's nothing new. Netflix, bros. Yeah, I'm done with Netflix. You know what Netflix is to me now? Guys, you're probably in different countries, some of you. Netflix now has become a channel where all I'm seeing is foreign language programming brought to Netflix. They dub it into English for me. Maybe it's subtitled. And it's usually a version of the same show I've already watched here. So it'll be a crime version about a story that they've made in Canada. Well, they've made in the States. Maybe they made it in the UK. And they got a version of it in Germany. That's all Netflix is to me now. It's kind of garbage. So yeah, so Chemistry Club. Yeah, thanks everyone. Please like if you can. Subscribe. Do the bell thing too. Just so you know when I'm on. Dude, I'm going to try to stream every day. Autonomous. I think that's what you're looking for. Yeah, that's right. They're under Denmark, but they autonomously rule themselves. They actually just went through elections up there. They stopped doing this a few years ago because the Ukrainian war, and they made peace. Oh, really? So now Canada and Denmark aren't at war? I want to be at war. Come on, guys. Canadians need war. Okay, so watching... Okay, so that's still... I don't even know what I'm watching here. It says I'm still watching the Czech Tour. Guys, how am I still watching the Czech Tour? Is it still on? Is a rider still out there? I don't even know. I think there is. I think there's riders still out there. Should build a Millennium Falcon sized, full size, and make it a hotel. Oh, on Hans Island. Yes, we could do that. Okay, guys, let's get back to the race here. Situation, 7 riders up front. Best place rider is Mads Wirtz Schmidt, 135 back. And yeah, I got to watch my retinal burn today. Watch the retinal burn on these eyeballs. It's always that one, isn't it? It's that screen right there. That gets me. Yeah, that screen gets me bad. Then we got 2 riders chasing, and it is 2 riders. I can't believe Mats Pedersen is in this group chasing with William Bloom-Levy, and the peloton's letting him go right now. Again, it's probably a case where like, hey, your GC's up the road. You got to go defend it. What's crazier is that there's no one with him. There's no teammates with him right now. So Mats Pedersen's doing this by himself. Best results for William Bloom-Levy, who is with Mats Pedersen. Uno X Mobility. Muscat Classic in 2024. Grand Prix de Nain in 2022. That was a 1 Pro Series race. And back in 21, he did a 1.2 race and actually got first place. 1.2 race is kind of like the lowest level pro racing. And so, am I really watching? Yeah. Hopefully, maybe that's a replay. It's got to be a replay of the Czech Tour there. Obviously, there might be guys that are like 20 minutes, half an hour behind. Could be just full replay. Yeah, so 1 minute 9 from the front end to the back. Okay. That's what we have hockey for. That's right. That's what we have our wars for, guys. I want to be at war from a Canadian, no less. Dude, there's a meme that you can always find out. Canadians are the nicest people until it's wartime. And then it's like, rawr, we're ready to roll. Let's get ready to rock, folks. Marcelo Ribeiro, dude, this guy's back. He's been here quite. Mads Pedersen riding like he's against juniors. Yeah, dude, he's pretty dominant at this race. I think he's going to end up cruising his way all the way up to the front. And I can't believe there's no one else going with. I can't believe he doesn't have teammates with him. And I can't believe the other big guns aren't chasing. So the actual GC right now, this is how it stands. Mats Pedersen, second place, is a continental level rider. Third place, Lidl Trek. rider Jakob Soderquist. Then we got Lucas Kubas here for Unibet Titema Rockets. Lotto rider Alex Zagart. Another Conti rider, Conrad Ugsted. X Mobility, dude. This is the guy that's going up the road with Mats Pedersen. Smart move by this guy. He's going to get dragged up there by the GC leader and one of the best riders in the peloton. So maybe Lidl Trek is saying, yeah, man, Mads is strong enough. We're just going to hang out back here. We'll just control the peloton back here. Slow the peloton down. Mads is going to bridge his way up and strongman the finish. So now, last time I looked, by the time I jumped out and came back, that 36-second gap went to 27 seconds. So Mads is reeling them in all the way. Yes, T. Royven, you got it, dude. That's kind of what I was just saying there. Mads' team will probably follow any attack the peloton. Yeah, I think the teams are going to sit back there, and if anything, just slow them down a little bit for now. When teams go, they're going to counterattack and go with them, just like what you're saying. Yeah, Mads just warming up for La Vuelta, guys. And yes, good comment. I will take a look at this right now. Mads Pedersen here, guys, who's winning this race and stage handily right now, is signed up to start La Vuelta next Saturday. And after that, the Tour of Luxembourg. Guess what, guys? I'm covering both those races. I will cover both those races. I think the Vuelta goes August 23rd to September 14th. There is 2 rest days. I think I've looked at it. I think on the rest days, there might actually be one-day races I can do. Or I'll double stream on those days. And then the Tour of Luxembourg starts like 3 days later. So he's going to do La Vuelta, take 2 days off, head over to Luxembourg, and do the next race. Pretty sure La Vuelta finishes on August 14th. I was hoping to see a list here of the dates. Don't see it. What's crazy though, guys, is... Okay, no, I wasn't going to look at that. La Vuelta used to be the first Grand Tour of the year. It used to run in April. Probably April into May. Giro would start right away. And then Tour de France. So, probably way back when, like some of these doubles, as you could talk about, like the Giro Tour double, the Vuelta Giro double, were probably a lot harder when that race was so early in the year. Okay, so things look pretty static here right now. 26-second gap, 55 seconds from the front back to the peloton. I'm going to just take a look at the Franco-Belge race here. Someone else also mentioned, have I looked at the lineup for this Sunday's... Where is it? Got Hamburg Classics right here. So this, guys, this is a one World Tour race, so 1.UWT. Every World Tour team has to show up. That's how you get to keep your license. So this will be all the hitters. You're not going to see everyone here, but you're going to see stars off of every team here. Guys you haven't seen since the Tour de France. So here's all the World Tour teams. There should be 18 World Tour teams. Oh, look. Isaac Del Toro was going to it. That's this Sunday, guys. Brandon McNulty. Did Brandon win? Yeah. Did Brandon win a stage or the Tour of Poland? Oh, and Juan Sebastian Milano. I know this name now only because of doing the Vuelta a Burgos. This guy's a big sprinter for UAE. Let's take a quick look at him. All sprint, this dude. This guy is all sprint. Didn't get a stage win there. Niels Paulett. Team Visma Lisa Bike. Christophe Laporte. Eduardo Affini. Wout van Aert. Attila Valter. Like, come on, guys. Come on. So, yeah, this is going to be an absolute banger right here, guys. Absolute banger. Like, wow. Lidl Trek here. We're doing this for Evan. We got Simone Consoni. Tim Leclerc. He's retiring at the end there. Jonathan Milan, Jasper Stuyven, Tim Teutenberg, Edward Toynes, Otto Bergarde. That's a pretty strong team. Pretty strong team there. Anyways, yeah, so that's... who else is showing up? Then there'll be Pro Series teams. We got Israel Premier Tech, who's essentially World Tour now. Lotto, Tudor Pro Cycling, Uno X Mobility, and Q36.5. That's on Sunday as well, guys. You know what I'm going to do right now here, too? If I click this, I can't get to live stats. I'm going to have to figure out when this one starts. Okay, it starts at 10 after 4 in the morning for me on Sunday. So double stream coming up Sunday, guys. Double stream coming up Sunday. So T. Royven, thank you for mentioning that. Yeah, we'll be following. Just Czech Tour, they just did the podiums. Yeah, I wasn't sure. They were showing something. I thought maybe it was the remnants of the peloton coming up, but they're all done. Okay, Chemistry Cup. Has anyone read The Escape by David Walsh and Pippa York yet? A very different kind of cycling book. Interesting, though. Okay, well, I know who Pippa York is. That's not David Miller, Robert Miller. Just listen to a really good podcast about him. And it was actually Robert Miller / Pippa York. They went both ways there. So is the book by David Walsh and Pippa York, The Escape. David Walsh is the Irish, I think he's an Irish journalist who was really after Lance back in the day and who was 100% right. He was 100% right and everyone crapped on him at the time. Same with Paul Kimmage, that dude. I just watched his documentary on YouTube. I read his book, the one he did with, Rough Ride. Yeah, Rough Ride. There's like a YouTube 45-minute version of it. He was right too. He's totally right. They call these dudes out and the guys just attack them. They sue them. They go after them. So it sounds like it's a book by David Walsh and Pippa. I haven't. But yeah, it's something I'll look up. Dave here, I love this, man. Dave, a proud Canadian, bro. I love it, dude. Apparently, the first pages of the Geneva Convention rules is stuff Canadians did during World War One. Let's get it on, folks. Let's get it on. Mads has been absolutely dominant. When I saw how prepared he was for the Tour of Provence, you knew he was going to have a special year, and is having one. Yeah, totally. Guys, look, he's bridged across. No, he's 24 seconds now. It's actually, Matthias Malmberg is out of the group. I think Matthias Malmberg probably had a mechanical. Hopefully he gets picked up by the two that are bridging, and he can work his way back. You know, you hate to fall out of that front group of 7 because you had a flat tire. And just the gap, 20 seconds. Times are looking goofy here now. They got a plus 20, then they got a plus 17. It should be growing up all the way. Mads is about to catch a break. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm watching it go down right now. Mads is about to catch a break. He's treating it like a day race. I imagine he will rest a minute and then ride him off his wheel. Yeah, probably. Dominant. Dude, I want to see that too. Marcelo Ribeiro here. I want to see Poggy try to win all 3 Grand Tours in the same year. Guys, I did want to bring this up. I've been watching the... Look at me, I'm just getting all relaxed here. I'm just getting all comfy and relaxed. I'm actually leaning back here. I wonder what you guys actually see on screen. I don't even know what you guys see. Does it matter? Nah, doesn't. If I'm here, I'm here, and if I'm not, oh well. Man, I hate my green screen. I don't like the fuzzy look here right now. See that here, guys? All this, that's caused by not having enough light on your green screen. So you need to actually illuminate your green screen too. Colin, do a better job. Colin, do a better job. But dude, yeah, I love that. Marcelo, I would love to see him win 3 as well. Here's a point though. I'm watching the 2011 Vuelta a España. I don't know why I picked that year to watch. Oh, it's the Chris Froome year. Wigo's there. Chris Froome's there. Stuff goes down. And so you know how Poggy's taking time off? He needs a mental break to prepare for the World Championships. That's the story. Because I don't really believe the story. I think he's like burnt out beyond burnt out. He's sick of it right now. In the past, in 2011, they went on and on and on about if you're going to compete for the World Championships, you ride the Vuelta right before it. That was the thought at the time. If you're going to do well at the World Championships in September, you ride La Vuelta for 3 weeks before it. You may not even ride all of it, but you use that to prep. It's different now. So I think that was just a bit of smoke. I mean, yeah, he will take the time off to prepare, but I think he's just like, I'm done. I don't want to ride my bike anymore right now. I just want to chill out, suntan, hang out with my girlfriend, whatever. Marcelo, he won the final TT and the whole tour of... Okay, he did win it. Yeah, okay, thank you. I couldn't remember if it was both. Thanks, guys. Guys, you guys are the best community out there. I just got to say that. You don't know how many times you guys have helped me make this channel better. Just little comments here and there. People that, save my butt when I've completely forgotten something. Yeah, it's awesome, dudes. Awesome. Love having all you dudes here. Oh, that's right. Olaf had to pull out of that race. Yeah, so guys, I was kind of in and out of that one, just kind of watching it. So they're saying on the front of the peloton now, we got Team Visma, Lisa Bike pulling. They're going to have to. Lotto, Unibet, Titema Rockets. They don't mention Trek, do they? Lidl Trek right now is saying, we're not doing anything. Our big man's up the road. He's only 12 seconds back now, it says, behind the lead pack. Kind of goofy stats here, though. So they got Matthias Malmberg sitting at 20 seconds. 6 seconds back is Mads Pedersen, but I believe he's probably ahead of them there. We're just getting some goofy stats coming through here. Very hard to tell here. Guys, I can't wait to have Bike Terra back. I cannot wait to have Bike Terra back for La Vuelta. I need it for every race. I really need it for every race. Guys, it'd be so much cooler if we had Bike Terra. Unfortunately, we don't have it. That's a lot of work for the bike. Here we go. So Pedersen and William Bloom-Levy, who I think is 7th overall, now going to be moving up in the standings. They picked up Matthias Malmberg. Hopefully that dude hangs on. They're all back together now. Boom, right before my eyes. It's almost 1 minute gap back. We now have, I think it's 9 riders in our front group. 7-man breakaway. One dude fell out, probably a mechanical. Haven't gotten to see it yet. Oh, and guys, I think I'm live. I've been just rambling here. I am live over at the Tour of Denmark now. And did it really go live? So I guess they put it live earlier. That's okay. This is just what I see anyways out there. 7-rider break at the... Here, okay, here's the full break at the front. Just trying to see where everyone is here. Is everyone here? I think everyone's here. I'm looking for Mads right now. Actually, don't see him yet. But that sure looks like 9 riders in the front group. Yep, that's the front group. Yep, that's them. They're all there. Saw one really cool looking helmet. Looks like one dude's wearing like a national Italian helmet. Would that be? Red, white, and green? Who would that be? Enzo. Is it Enzo? No, it's not Enzo. I just thought that was an Italian name. Definitely not Italian there. There is an Alpecin de Koenig right here. I guess maybe that's Robbie Geese. Riding for Alpecin de Koenig. And is this Mads on the front again? No, it's not. Little arm flick there. Let's take a look at the actual GC here right now, guys. Obviously, Mads Pedersen, Nicholas Larson. Where's Nicholas Larson today? He's not in this break, so he's going to fall way down in the standings now, unless the peloton brings it back. Visma Lisa Bike is driving the front. 2 riders of Visma, 2 riders of Unibet Titema Rockets, and then the balance looks like Visma again, and Lotto's there too. Lotto does have a rider placed very high in the actual GC. I think he's 2nd. No. 5th place overall is Alex Agart. So they're riding for him. Obviously, Unibet's riding for Lucas Kubis here. Lidl is riding for no one at the front because they've got a guy in the break. The guy that's most likely going to win this thing today. So we're going to chill here, watch these guys for a little bit. It says it's down to 46 seconds. So Visma's pulling hard at the front right now, guys. 50K to the finish right now. And I will jump here. Chemistry Club, yep, by both of them. They used to hate each other, but now they go on the Tour de France every year together. Don saying, Colin, don't get poggy burnout from covering all these rides every day. Dude, I love it. Dude, I am so enthusiastic about doing this. And guys, I keep telling you, I'm 100% committed to this. I'm 100% in. Guys, I don't have any source of income. I even thought about it this morning. I saw some comment on LinkedIn, took me some other stuff. I saw an old conversation. And I'm like, I am so far out of downtown Calgary oil and gas exploration now. No one even knows who I am anymore. People I worked with in the past, people you work with, they're not really your friends, but at the time, for the 3-4 years you're there, they are. My other best friend from university, who hired me on 3 separate occasions as a geologist, he's not in downtown either. He's a realtor now. And he loves it. Yeah, I won't get burnt out. I'm 100% in, guys. 100% in. I kind of want to be, my ultimate dream is that, and actually not my dream, because I don't want them to copy me. I want the main media guys to go, oh, this is what works. Because I think a lot of people are going away from mainstream media because it's garbage. They may have the best pro riders working for them. That doesn't mean they can commentate. That doesn't mean the way they're doing it right is good. It's 4 different cameras, and they're like, camera change. Then this person goes, oh, and we'll be right back. I hate it. I can't even watch it. Dawn, I think Brandon McNulty feels offended from being left off the roster for the Tour de France. What is Brandon's next race? Guys, I'm going to do this here. What would Brandon McNulty's next race be? It's probably just a bunch of one-day races. Most recently completed races. Can I find the Polish race easy here? Races tomorrow, latest national. There's so much stuff in here, guys. It's just like on and on and all. Oh, latest transfers. Here's one, guys. Charlotte Kohl is going to Phoenix de Koenig. Big sprinter here, guys. Big sprinter here. So Picnic Post NL is now going to Phoenix de Koenig. And it looks like she has signed. Ooh, look at this. So 2025. Oh, and it's an immediate transfer. You can see this here. 2025 up to August 14th. That's yesterday. That is yesterday, guys. Okay, I may be 100% committed, but I've lost all sense of time and reality doing this, guys. I really have. Every day feels like it's a weekend or a work day to me because I don't get it anymore. Looks like they got some kind of like bit of a grain elevator here with a huge painting on the side of a cyclist. That's pretty cool. Looks like the place is Turum or something. Yeah, that's really cool. But yeah, this rider here, Charlotte Kohl, she does have a big sprint, and I'll show you something here too. I think it was it last year? I think it was last year. Tour de France. Yeah, bingo bongo, Colin's memory vault is working fine. Just like terabytes of data storage stored in there, guys. Charlotte Kohl. Okay, it is Charlotte Kohl. I want to say cool, though. Sounds even cooler. Stage 1, won it. Stage 2, won it. Individual time trial, 33rd place. Then she, obviously some road races, climbs. She DNF'd it. That's okay, though. 1-2 stages right there. Big sprinter. What's cool, though, is as of yesterday, she was Picnic. She's immediately over to Phoenix de Koenig today. From the 8th, August 15th. She signed a basically 3.5-year contract with them. So good for her. Hope you're getting paid, Charlotte. And I'm back here, guys. Okay. Jumping in here. 46-second gap, guys. We do have another climb coming up as well. And it's climbing all the way. This is a category 2 here. You can see the dudes coming. Group 1 and the peloton. This little bump behind it never even got categorized, but that would hurt their legs. That would definitely hurt their legs. Yeah, teams not in the breakaway. This is a good point here, guys. Take a look over on the left-hand side. Teams not in the breakaway. BHS PL Baton, Bornholm, 2nd place rider overall. Nicholas Larson is not in the breakaway right now. Hopefully he's right in the peloton, working hard to bring this back to get his 2nd place locked up. Lucas Kubis is not there. Mads Lambo, I mentioned him earlier. He's 9th place overall. They should all be working now to try to bring it back on. So there's our 9 riders up front. Okay, Unibet is on the front here driving hard. 1 Unibet rider, and then we have 5 Visma riders. And then I think I see, that's Lucas Kubis right behind them there. He's got the white jersey on, so kind of hard to tell at first, but he's got his purple helmet. It's purple on the front, and it changes color on the back. Lotto lurking just behind. Lidl Trek, they are 2nd team on the road. I think they're just working hard enough just to keep up with Visma here, but not doing any work themselves. Okay, Dave was saying something about visiting Ottawa. Okay, yeah. Dave, that's cool. Yeah, I bet you there's some awesome museums out there. If you visit Ottawa, check out the War Museum. The improvised trench weapons are insane. Yeah, I can only imagine, dude. Oh, that's cool. Dave saying, by the way, the seat from the Red Baron plane is here in Toronto. Military Institute on University Ave. Okay, I didn't know that either. Yeah, Urska is in Romandie right now. Yep, she was at Urska Romandie today. I think she finished second or third today. She had a really, really good time. Learn from someone that's kind of half decent at doing time trials. But yeah, she's an elite athlete in her own right. I mean, we all know she's the girlfriend of Poggy. Probably gives her a lot of good training secrets, I would imagine. Papa Marino's here. Papa Marino, where are you from, dude? Mads just caught the breakaway. They all look back and their shoulders dropped. Yeah, I know. Mads is back. 40 seconds back to the peloton. The peloton could bring this back if they all started working hard. Visma's going to have to work like a World Tour team to bring this back now. Time gap has dropped 19 seconds over the last 5 minutes. We will look at the start list here for Visma. Who's going to be doing all this work? Dylan Van Baarle's there, guys. This guy here is a workhorse. Alex Zingel got Axel Zingel. I butchered it again. I keep calling him Alex. Axel Zingel got third place 2 days ago for Visma. So that's their best performance. Rarely seen them on the front. They got butchered on, I think it was first stage with the Helixpetter. The Helixpetter climb, which is just a little climb, little bike path of a climb. Visma just fell apart there. They were nowhere near the front. There we go, folks. So we still got our 30-second gap. It's coming back now, guys. It's coming back now. Thinking we're going to see a group sprint, but it's going to be pretty shattered apart on these laps we're going to do at the end here. Start heating up now. Average speed 43.5k an hour, 42 kilometers to go. So Papa Marino, where you from? How'd you find the channel? Larson was only 10 seconds behind Mads, maybe more behind later today, after today. Yeah, that peloton's going to have to come all the way back, and that's what those guys are waiting for too. Like dude, this guy here, Nicholas Larson, his team can't pull back Mads Pedersen. They're relying on the other teams to help them pull him back. And then have a decent sprint at the end. This guy does have a good sprint, and he's got a good TT as well. That's why he's in his current position. Okay, so anyways, throw me off there. I always find it funny when Joey's friends like my stuff that we post on Facebook, for instance. Like, I mean, you don't like my stuff. You don't even watch it. I think her boyfriend does, though. Okay, T. Royvinger. Axel Zingel lost a lot of time yesterday. Where is he in the standings? Dude, good question. Let's take a look at that. See, guys, you help me out. I can't go anymore. They only show the top 50. Well, you got to think he's in the top 50, right? And I don't actually even remember his finish from yesterday. Can we see... Okay, he's Team Visma Lease. Where is the best Visma Lease bike rider? Dylan Van Baarle is their best place rider. Dylan Van Baarle is not a GC contender. So he's their best place rider in 18th. Axel Zingel is in 21st. So thank you, Axel. You're close enough that I can see you. So we got one rider in 18th for Team Visma, one rider in 21st. Minute and 18 and a minute 20 seconds back. So we got that going on. Yep, Team Visma is still doing all the work at the front. Unibet's doing a little bit. Oh, okay. Dave here saying Bob Roll speaking. Dave, where's Bob Roll speaking? What's he covering? Don here, Colin. Maybe you can be the Alberta, Canada contact for Jonas Vingegaard New Home Renovations Company kitchen. Dude, that is an idea right there. If you want kitchen laminate flooring installed, I've got the world's best installer. Apparently, he may be taking a hiatus from the World Tour Cycling to specialize in the finest Danish floor installations, specializing in Danish. It's the Danish technique, we're going to call it. Dario, we're at 40.9 kilometers to go, so we're getting there, dudes. It's going to start speeding up now. 9 riders out front. It is a 31-second gap. What do you do if you're Mads Pedersen right now? What do you do if you're Mads Pedersen right now? Do you just go all out? Yeah, I'm seeing that right now here too. I just saw a rider completely blown off. And, ooh, is this at the front? Wow, huge attack I'm watching here right now. I think we're going to see the situation board completely change right now, guys. I think 4 riders just got blown out the back. Mads Pedersen just launched it. Says 30 seconds. Nah, you're not getting any more on me. Mads launches it off the front. He's in that blue jersey, I believe. Yeah, it's a blue jersey here. He's got a national Danish rider with him too. Who's that? It's Mads Schmidt. Okay. No, it's not him. But yeah, 4 riders just got blown out the back. Like, blown out the back. But it is Mads Schmidt going with him. So maybe he's riding for the Danish national team, and I just don't realize that right now. So they went on the attack. Everyone else just got completely eradicated. Love it. Yep, there's the Uno X rider could not even hang on. He's literally riding him off his wheel. And dude, it's not just Mads too. The other guy is absolutely smashing it right now. The other dude is doing the work up front. So that's Mads Schmidt. Let's take a look at this dude and try to figure him out. So this is the guy that says he races club level for pass racing. But he is wearing the Danish national team jersey today. So I'm trying to figure out. He's not the Danish national champion. Look at this dude. He got 4th place at Lifetime Unbound Gravel. So he's a gravel rider. We got another gravel dude. He got 4th place in the long events. 10th place at Gravel Locos Hicos. Guys, I know and have heard about all these races. This is the kind of stuff I watch when I'm lounging around in the Inside Cycling World lounge area. Dude, I got it all. I got the 10x10 cube. I have the Inside Cycling World lounge area too. So this guy's strong. 1st place at this event, gravel events. Another 1st place at the gravel event. The Traca 200 in Spain, 1st place. Rule of 3 gravel event here. Let's take a look at this random race here. I probably won't know a lot of them. I'm not totally up to speed on all the gravel names. I just kind of I like the adventure of gravel riding. 4th place at Gravel Unbound. So that's the big one. Yeah. This is Dirty Kanza, isn't it? This is Dirty Kanza that they renamed. Keegan Swenson got 7th. That guy is like Ian Boswell, 8th. Matt, wow, take a look at this. Yeah, there he is right there. Maj, I was going to say, look at who I found, but it is him. That's the guy I'm looking at. 5 minutes back. So probably really good at putting pushes on late in races at these really tough gravel events. So Mads has the perfect teammate right now, these two. But again, is that the actual... See, I think he's wearing this jersey here. He is wearing this jersey here. Mads Schmidt right there. Okay, he's got it. He's got his old Israel Premier Tech jersey on. I know what's going on. They got his old photo. He now does ride club level for pass racing, but the Danish national team picked him up because they're like, dude, you should not be riding there. You should be riding for us this weekend. That's what's going on. Wow. So this guy's pretty much a superstar at the front with Mads Pedersen. I think these two might ride our way to the finish. They're going for it now, folks. And actually, the gap has opened up with these two slapping some watts down, folks. We got a watts fest going off on the front. Mads Schmidt and Mads Pedersen. It's a mad scene at the front, guys. What was 30 seconds is now opened up to a 102 gap. So yeah, I will be sales representative, senior account representative for the Jonas Vingegaard Danish laminate floor installations. Watching the remnants of the breakaway being picked up now by Visma Lease Bike. Visma, you better drop some watts, boys. You better drop some watt bombs right now, or else you ain't coming back. We got 37 kilometers to go, and they got a 1 minute gap. Can they actually hold off the entire peloton, though? The way Mads Pedersen's riding here, he's not thinking about going back. He's like, I'm just going to sit here and grind 400 watts for the next... I don't know, hour, 45 minutes, and I'm going to destroy this entire field. So Dave, where's Bob Roll speaking? What is he covering today? Brandon McNulty not going to the Vuelta. Yeah, I think so too. They don't use Brandon McNulty enough. Guys, since I have all my cycling bros here now, I brought this question up before, probably at one of my videos I used to do, all my inside stuff. What stage was it? What race? It was like a Middle East race. It was either UAE, Saudi Tour, Oman, something, where Brandon McNulty was on the break, and he was on that wall going up the dam, and he got caught in like the last 50 meters. I know one of you dudes know it. Let me know. I need to remember that. That's the first time I saw Brandon McNulty, and he was riding for Rally. He was riding for like a Pro Conti team back then. Okay, Papa Marino here. My YouTube stream of the race is in Danish, and I don't understand a word of it, so I find you and loving it. Dude, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much. Guys like you that help my channel grow. Yeah, Mads riding away with the Danish national team rider. That's right. Took me a while to figure that out, though. When I saw the Israel Premier Tech, then the Continental, the club level rider. So he just found himself really without a seat this year, riding for a club team, but the Danish team knows how good he is. Hey, come on over here, man. I wonder if he gets paid separately for that. What do you guys think? They recruit a hitter in to ride. Yeah, these two are so comfortable riding together. How old is Mads? How old is Mads Pedersen? Mads Pedersen's 29. The other guy's 31. They probably have raced together like over the years, all the time. They probably know each other super well. Denmark's not a big country. 59-second gap. So we are going to be entering what they call the local circuit. And we will do the same climb 3 times. And it's kind of a weird one. It's kind of like 3 little bumps in a row. So I'm going to point out to you with the red mouse pointer. A little bump downhill. We cross the finish line. So the actual finish line is on an uphill sprint. So that's left for the end. Over the top. Then we climb again. A little bit of downhill. Do the same thing. 3 times. Yeah, so we drop off the back end. Climb it again. Okay, looking here. Yeah, last victories for riders in the break. Obviously, Mads won stage 1 just a couple days ago. And Mads Verts Schmidt, last one for him was way back in 2021. 2021. See, I'm watching this, and I'm an old school thinker, guys. I'm Mads Pedersen, and I'm like, bro, Mads, love your name, by the way. Dude, get me to the finish line. Help me all the way. You got the win. I know those conversations are happening. It doesn't even have to be said, I don't think. Because you got to share the love a little bit. Okay, so yeah, Papa Marino is obviously watching somewhere in Danish. So obviously, I guess there is a Danish stream from somewhere. I'm watching a fully, so I watch it here too. So, data, you guys, my stream, nothing. I have full commentary. I don't like the commentary either. So that's why I decided to do it. I don't listen to the commentary. It's just the same old junk over and over. And I figure if I can figure out what's going on before they do, then I might as well do it. And I've always said that. Yeah, these two are absolutely spanking it here, guys. Spanking it. Holding off the entire peloton. It has come down a little bit. It's coming down a little bit. I'd say they're both working 50-50 here. Yeah. Dude, if this goes all the way, I really want to see the Danish guy win it. The Danish guy. Yeah, that guy. Guys, I predict if someone out of these two wins, it's going to be the Danish guy. Uh-oh. Okay. Dude, I'm probably right behind you here on the video. Fab Cycling saying there's a crash. So we're going to see that happen right away. Visma is on the front driving with looks like a lotto rider. Fab saying Visma asleep at the wheel. Alex Gunnarsari. Okay, dude, you know I stream every morning. Goodbye. Currently now, 32.7. Yeah, crash. Just saw a crash. Oh, nasty. One dude looks like he bounced and took a bunch down. Oh, my. Looks like someone hit a tree or a bush. There's all sorts of carnage, like tree debris on the road. 4, 5, 6, 7 riders down, maybe. let's see what happened. I'm looking for a replay on this one, guys. Looking for a replay here. This is Johan Price Peterson. This guy led the team time, the individual time trial for most of the day yesterday. We got a Flanders Baloise rider here, Uno X rider. That might be a Colo Quick rider over there. Trying to get everyone identified here. Yeah, Johan Price Peterson sitting in the middle of the road. That's really going to disrupt the chase, I think. So I don't know if one rider caught something on the side of the road, then bounced back into the peloton. That's kind of what I thought happened. I'll see you in a replay here. 50 seconds. So it's coming down. They're going to have to start working here. Yeah, huge carbon and riders everywhere. So it's a lot of carbon. I thought I saw leaves too. Like someone bounced off a tree or something. Dream is in the mix. Hey, Dream. Dream. So I guess the stage this morning, Tour of Romandie, it just is the way it is now. All those riders were disqualified. Now what happens? I mean, there's going to be so much uproar. You know what's good about this, though? We can stop hearing about the, oh, Pauline's too skinny. Don't say I need to lose weight. I'm fat. We all need to be on weight loss programs. Women's health. I'm just done with that now. I'm so done with it. Ride your bikes. Just ride your bikes and get good. Mads P got the bottle from the side of the road like a pro. The other Mads dropped 2 bottles. Okay, so they're hammering, guys. These two are still working really well together. Hopefully they're staying safe. Just trying to see what's going on with the peloton behind them right now. Okay, Dream saying she read more about the GPS drama. Somebody said that the bottom line is the data, since in the future all will have GPS, and the UCI will own it, not the teams. Said that the bottom line is the data. So they're concerned about the data being owned by the UCI? Why? Like, okay, I'm just asking a question, guys. Why do you think the UCI would be concerned? No, why would the teams be concerned that the UCI will own the GPS data? How do they use that to their advantage? Like, I don't see what the gain is. Anyone's got an idea, let me know. How's this coffee? Ooh, I let my thing go off. Guys, here, we're going to crank the coffee heater up. It's very... Not drinking that. Visma driving. Lotto working hard now too, guys. Interesting. Love the profile of these little climb, guys. Take a look on the screen right now on the left-hand side. You can see 6, 7, 8, 9% here. We do take a little bit of a switchback fling around the road here, definitely. 2 leaders just went through it. 6, 7, 8% up to 12% flattens out over the top. So this, and I can see the peloton. They are actually going past each other right now on the road. The guys up top might be able to see the guys down below. So that is a tough climb right there, guys. Well, what's insane, again, we look at that profile, it's flat. We still have 470 meters to climb in the next 30 kilometers. 43 seconds. Wow, if these guys do stay away, that's going to be heroic. That is going to be, like, totally heroic. Oh, the data is going to be monetized. Dream, how do you think they're going to do that? Like, I don't understand that. Please. Oh. Mads here is going away from the other Mads. That's your surprise. I think he's back on, though. They said there's a 5-second gap here between Pedersen and Schmidt. I think they need to stay together. They need to stay together. Actually, I am watching Pedersen going up the right-hand side of the road in the barriers. So this is the cool thing. Yeah, and Schmidt is falling behind. Yep, gap opening up already. This is the climb here, guys. This is probably this 8, 9, 12% section we're going through. Yeah, he is absolutely standing up trying to grind that gear. And Pedersen is just riding away. So, yeah, what's going through Mads' head right now? I'm strong enough. I'm just going to ride away. I'm going to hold off the entire field that are only... See, I don't see it. They're only 28 seconds back right now. So is he just burning a lot of energy here, making one last attack? It's too far out. It's 29 kilometers out for him to stay away. They've got only 30 seconds back. Yeah, exactly. I know, right? Mads dropping the Danish national team. Yep, we saw him get dropped. I would have kept him with me. Myself. Mads off the front like a boom, Shaka Khan. So yeah, okay guys, so that climb they're on, that's where the climb finishes there. They're going to have to take that 12, let's just say 12% for a little bit, but it's generally 8% through there. That's where they finish. So Mads is riding away. He's playing the game of he's just trying to get one hill between himself and the chasers and just kind of like ride the roller coaster, right? Descend really fast, launch up the next climb, descend, keep one hill between yourselves. I talk about this all the time in my Inside Cycling World stuff. Virtual cycling wrestling. Okay, so Dream is going to comment here. The UCI will own it, and if Visma want the other team's data, they have to say, as I understand it. Oh, so Dream, do you think that what it's saying is a team could get access to another team's data because the UCI owns it? If that's the case, yeah, I could see why the teams are freaking out. I could honestly see that. Otherwise, I don't see how the UCI can make money out of it. Like, what are they going to do, sell to me? I'm not paying for it. Why would anyone pay for the data from the GPS data? I can just go see their times on Strava, or I can see their times on here. Okay, front of the peloton, we got Axel Zingel and Dylan driving. We're getting some names here. Mads riding completely alone. 19 seconds back to Mats Wertz Schmidt. So he's most likely going to be caught by the peloton right away. Yeah, it's like super rolly here, guys. Again, I love these kinds of finishes here. This is like, reminds me of like Belgium type races, one-day races where the finishes are just brutal, up and down. They're not big hills. Yeah, Mads Wertz Schmidt has been caught by the first part of the peloton. The peloton's pretty busted apart, guys. It's not a very big group at the front. Maybe 30 or 40 in the peloton at the front right now. Fab Cycling. Pedersen destroying the field. Looks like a Sunday ride for him right now. Hardly mouth breathing. Yeah, I think he's going to try to ride away, but... Well, he has pulled a bit of time back on the peloton. That's probably because he's descended first. They're going to pull a bunch of this time back here right now on this next climb. I'm looking at the detailed profile. Red mouse pointer. They'll pull a bunch of time there. He's going to try to get away again on the downhill. He is having a peek back right now. He's looking back. They're probably telling him, hey, Mads, you got 27K to go. Just come on back. That's what I would say. They're saying there's an attack by Zingel off the front right now. Axel Zingel, not Alex, as I like to call him. Clement is here. Clement saying hi. Dude, where are you from? Let me know how you found the video. Yeah, Axel Zingel is attacking off the front right now. Team Visma Lisa bike on the right-hand side of the road. Looks like he's going off on the descent. So they are on the descent there. They will be climbing up. So I imagine you're going to see this gap, this 33-second gap, come down quick. Then Mads, if he survives, will get over the top. He will survive. And then he will escape again. I think that's the game he's playing. Two riders off the front. It's Axel Zingel, and I'm trying to figure out who this is. Rider in a red jersey. That could be anyone right now. Could be an Uno X rider. Nope, not Uno X. Helmet is wrong. National team member. So we got another national team member coming up here. Rides straight past Axel Zingel. Dream, maybe UCI can make a new bike Terra out of it. We'll get the money and nothing will go to the teams. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I don't really understand why they're fighting over this GPS unit thing. I think it's a negotiating tactic. I'm just speculating. Yeah, love the speculation. Let's get the speculation going on and conspiracies. There's nothing wrong with a little conspiracy talk. Yeah, so Mads now is out to 44 seconds. Let's see where he's at. Actually, I'm surprised by this. I'm surprised. I think when Axel went off the front, the peloton kind of slowed down there because Mads has pulled out a gap even bigger than before now. And if you look at the profile on the bottom, he's still climbing at this point. He's just getting to the top right now. He should be able to pull it out more now. He's going to be generally going downhill for the next 4 kilometers. It's going to be flattish, rolling down, false flatty down, and then a big drop down for the climb again. So he's probably going to pull some time on them now. And I am looking back at the front. They're all looking at each other. Everyone's like this. You know, like, oh yeah, I heard someone call my name. I better look back because I don't want to do any work. Decathlon right at the front just looking back. Yeah, they're all goofing around now. Expect the gap to grow. Looks like the national team riders on the front. Yeah, Peloton's really broken up here, guys. I think there's a bunch of riders further back. I think I can just see them coming down past the trees here. I don't think there's a ton of riders in this main group. I mean, I don't want to say it's only like 10 riders. It's probably still 60 riders, but I think the other half is behind them, which they're not showing right now. Clement here. I am from France. Try to find a stream of the race, but I liked your vibe, so I just stopped here. Dude, thank you so much. Yeah, dude, I can't show you the video, but I'm watching the video. So I like to kind of call it the watch party, but I know everyone can't watch it either because we all got to pay to watch this stuff now. But maybe I know there's lots of dudes that actually watch this in another language, but just like what we're doing here. And everyone's welcome. Everyone's welcome to comment. I have never had one nasty comment here in the stream. The only nasty comment, well, maybe I had a couple, like just dumb ones that haven't even fazed me. So when I use Bike Terra, which is a cycling application to show the groups on the road, and it does a perfect job of doing that, one person said, oh, this is just fake. No, but it wasn't. I'm like, you just don't even know. They were already gone by then. Don't care. Leave. But yeah, it wasn't fake. It's a cycling application. They were taking data and representing it on a 3D world. Everyone here loves Bike Terra. Yeah, so Mads is very impressive right now. Guys, where is he at? 40 seconds. So he hasn't pulled much more back than I thought. 23 kilometers. Can he hold off a peloton for 23.5 kilometers? If so, just end the race today. We can just end the race today. He's so dominant right now at this race. Yes, dude, Clement, thank you for stopping in. Enjoy the chat. If you comment, I will respond to everyone. We're doing it differently here. There's as much cycling knowledge here, guys, as there is watching NBC Peacock. Between all of us, okay, yeah, we've never rode the Tour de France. Don't care. That doesn't matter. You can still enjoy. That's how I'm doing it. T. Royven, I think it's... Hey, guys, just so you know, T. Royven is from Mauritius, an island in the Indian Ocean. I think it's a bad decision for Axel to attack there. He should have let his teammates to keep pushing until the last 10K. I can be wrong, but let's see. Yeah, we'll see. It's 40 seconds now. I think the pelotons came back together mostly, though. It's a big group. Danish rider on the... Danish rider. When I say Danish, I mean national team. It's that red jersey with the 2 white stripes across the back. Mads Pedersen, number 21, still driving hard. 22.7 kilometers to go, saying it's a 40-second gap. If he attacks the hills like he did the first one, he could pull it off. He could pull it off. Guys, watch out at La Vuelta. Watch out at La Vuelta here. Love these Trek Madone SL8s. They look really nice. That paint scheme I'm so familiar with. Guys, this paint scheme you're seeing on Mads' bike here, the blue, yellow, and red, that's the exact paint scheme you see if you ride Ruby. You can ride the Trek Madone SL8 there. Exact same paint colors. Swooshkid, maybe they would charge for the sites like Strava to use data. Yeah, possibly. Papa Marino saying Skelmos doing a great job defending. He's awesome. Yeah, Trek's just been sitting back there, I think, trying to keep things back. Man, the peloton is absolutely flying right now, guys. But there is 2 parts to it. Now I'm seeing the data here finally. I thought there was 2 parts. It's 2 big chunks, pretty much split in half. Split by about 4 or 5 seconds, it looks like. See if this coffee warmed up for me. 1 degree Celsius warmer. It's horrible. Mads is impressive. Yes, Clement, he is. Clement, will you be watching La Vuelta? If so, I'm live streaming the entire thing. I'm probably going to have a preview show, I'm thinking Monday, if I can get all this racing figured out. Guys, it's so busy coming up. So today we got this. Tomorrow, which is Saturday, we have more Tour of Denmark. We have more Czech Tour. We have more Tour of Romandie, whatever's going to happen with that race. Sunday, we have Tour of Romandie. We also have the Hamburg Cycling Classic. Next week, we have the Benelux Renewy Tour, whatever you want to call it. That's next week. La Vuelta starts on Sunday. I'm going insane over here. Fab Cycling, the GPS thing could be for a double verification, or they just want to do what Pro Cycling Stat does, but they want to test data first. Use the World Tour team as guinea pigs to beta test your data rollout. Yeah, possibly. Yeah, I know. Yeah, so they kind of butchered that race that for me this morning. Fab Cycling, Lidl Trek Rider is third wheel in the chase. Mad's going to win this with his team disrupting it. Yeah, so right now, guys, like what the awesome community chat here is saying is Mads climbing again now, guys? Is Mads climbing? Yeah, Mads is climbing. So he's on this little 3 kicker going up. Crosses the second passage of the finish line on the second kicker. Okay, right now, from what I'm seeing, and I'm slightly behind, guys. I'll tell you what I'm behind. Well, I'm at kilometer 21 here. I'm at kilometer 21 there. I could be a few hundred meters behind. 3 national team riders chasing. That's what I'm seeing right now. Yeah, so that's Mads Pedersen there. Yeah, it's as the chat's saying, it's Lidl Trek's. So he just did the switchback turn there. So he does hit the super steep part now. Lidl Trek's job right now is to disrupt and slow down the chase. Whatever they do what you can to interfere with it. Papa Marino, Skelmos is anchoring every attack from the peloton. I just want to see how far back there, guys. So yeah, we have 3 national team riders on the front. And again, slightly delayed here, guys. 19.9 here. Okay, this needs to catch up. So that is as far as I'm going to get there. Let's have a quick look. Oh yeah, big attacks coming up from the backside, guys. Visma Lexa bike's on it now. Same, we still have 50 seconds. The problem with these hills, they're so steep and hard here that it's going to just shred the peloton. It may not be the kind of climb we saw at the Czech Tour, but probably equally as hard. You got to change your cadence and your rhythm so many times. You're riding on the flats, you're going up, you're going down. You can't settle in. I find when I ride inside, these are the hardest kinds of courses to ride on. Even if it's way less climbing. I would rather do a 1,200 meter straight climb, 20 kilometers at 6%, than do this kind of thing. Riders moving up to the front here. Yep, that looks... Still see a national rider right on the very front. Keller helicopter shot, guys, so I can't tell who it is. Decathlon development rider. There's maybe 20 front riders at the very front here. Mads is looking back a lot here. 50-second gap. Again, he's doing the old keep one hill in between yourself and your chasers. So the town we're arriving in today, I don't know what it's called. We started in Svendborg, and so Mads has gone through the finish line now. He goes through the finish line one more time. That's actually funny. If you look at the profile, top of the screen here on the right-hand side, we go through the 3rd passage of the finish line, but the course goes past that a little bit. Is that really? Yeah, it must be. Oh, so we come around again. Oh, wow. Do we come? So I think maybe there must be a 4th ascent up those little bumps. That's what I'm trying to see here right now. 1st, 2nd, 3rd. The 3rd passage is not the finish line. It continues for like another 10 kilometers almost as we make our way around again and finish on that same uphill. Matt's taking a drink. He is looking back quite a bit. Saying 25 seconds now. There's a feed point there. National team rider at the front. And Flanders Balois riders, there's 2 of them. I think they're the next group across. If they are, the peloton, what you're seeing there for the peloton is not even a peloton. There will be a slowdown here as they grab drinks and stuff from the soigneurs on the side of the road here. Bottles being dropped everywhere. Hopefully there's no crashes. Yeah, I think what they're saying the peloton is right now, it's very fragmented at the front there. Mads Pedersen still riding. Unbelievable ride here. He's out to prove something today. Says Julius Johansson was dropped from the peloton, but I think there's been a lot of dudes dropped from the peloton. Mads just riding away, guys. Mads is riding away. Oh, and we've got an abandonment. Henrik Pedersen has abandoned the race. Uno X Mobility. Danish dude. Watching the front here now. So that's a national team rider going front. I think a picnic rider went with him. Picnic Post NL rider is gone. And the peloton slowly reacting here. Very reduced peloton. I think the chase group that's chasing Mads is maybe 30 riders at most. And there's no organization here. Everyone's all over the place. A lot of looking back, a lot of curvy, swervy all over the road. It might be 30 riders. Picnic rider at the front, I believe, has to be. National team rider coming back up with an Uno X rider trailing. We're getting like really no data coming through here as to who's in that chase. Matt's still riding. It says 25 seconds. Where is he right now? He's doing the third little kicker of this climb. Wow, this is actually really tough riding here. Okay, there he is. Robin Jule Skiveld here. So he rides for a team called Stark Peter Ellegard Track Team, powered by Sana, club level team. But watch when I do this. Go to the start list. He's going to be on the national team here. I've already forgotten his name. Robin Jule Skiveld. Here he is. So he's the guy pulling for the national team right now. Trying to bring it all back together. Hunting down his team, his countrymen at the front. Yeah, maybe 30 riders in that peloton. Everyone else has been shelled out the back. It's going to get more reduced. Okay, so yeah, the peloton's got about 30, and then I said there was another national team member with the two Flanders Baloise riders. They're the first chasing group of 3 trying to get back up. And just going to check some stuff out here quickly. Everything still looks good here. We're flying along, guys. We are flying along. I can't believe we're still here. It's currently, what time is it for me, guys? 9:19 in the morning. I've been streaming for 5 hours. Curvy Swervy is the best visual description of Group 2 Dynamics. I will use this. Dude, you're fully approved to use my garbage terminology. Yeah, you know when they're all doing this, they're all swerving across the road, they're all looking at each other. Curvy Swervy. Curvy Swervy. I don't think even Phil used that over the years. So I'm going to take the one as my own. Okay, guys, 35 seconds now. So they're still climbing. Mads is on the flat stuff at the top. So every time he gets to a flat part or a downhill, he needs to hit the Watts Apocalypse button and just go. Because they're going to be able to pull him back. The hills are going to slow down. Yeah, guys, remember I said it was 30? There might be 25 riders in this group. Maybe 25 riders. So I wonder who missed this break. I can see those Flanders Baloise guys trying to get on the back. I can't see anyone else yet. It's a hard right corner. And well, we're on the motorbike now, so I can't see anyone who's chasing. So there's 3 chasers trying to get onto this group of about 25 riders. Mads Pedersen out front alone. Longest solo victories is here. Tour of the Alps, Frigo, Marco Frigo. Oh, Tour of the Alps, Stage 4, Timon Ahrensman. We remember that dude. That's a name to remember. 2 stage victories at the Tour de France this year. That was at 76 kilometers. If Mads wins here, I think it's going to be like a 43-kilometer solo. So it's going to be up there. Mads actually has a 56-kilometer break already. He won Gent-Wevelgem earlier. And we mentioned this dude earlier this morning. I'm just going to say Sean Uterbrooks. Stage 3, Tour de Lane, 51 kilometers. That was just last week. João Almeida went on a 49-kilometer break. Luke Plapp, remember him from the Tour de France loss? Christian Rodriguez, yep. Carlos Veronis, I was just looking him up yesterday, 44-kilometer break. 40-second gap. So it was down to 25. He's pulled back 15 seconds on this flatter stuff. If he just pushes harder than they do, he's going to get away. Lidl Trek rider now waving off the motorbikes. I love seeing that. He's pissed off because the national team riders, there's 2 of them up front, are using the motorbike to try. And it's Julius Johansson's back. They said he was dropped before. He's back in the group. It is saying it here. Back in the peloton. Now he's pulling. Trying to use the motorbike to wheel their way back. The Lidl Trek riders telling that motorbiker to get out of our way. I mean, even at this distance, it might be 20 to 30 meters. I think there's probably still some draft benefit there. So I can see why they get ticked off. Sit 100 meters up the road, zoom in a little bit. That's how they should be doing it. BM Oscod here. He's back again. What a race by Mads. Yeah, dude, can he hold it off? I think he's going to do it now. I honestly thought there's no way he can do this, but just the way he's riding it, he's using the downhills, he's using the flats. Bigger, more powerful rider. They're going to pull back a little bit of time, but they're not really working well together. Too much curvy, swervy, as we say around here. And it's a small peloton now. It's not Mads racing another 100 to 120 riders. It's Mads racing about 25 dudes right now. That's what the peloton is right now. So I think we're going to see a total GC flip-flop. Let's look at the virtual right now. Okay, so Mads is still in first, obviously. Nicholas Larson is in second at 50 seconds. Lucas Kubis has moved up to 113. I'm looking for the big changes. I think there's going to be some huge changes at the end of today. I guess if they're all in the same peloton. There's basically two big pelotons out there right now. One of maybe 30 riders. The other one will be like 80 riders, something like that. I think there's about 110 riders in the race, with one lone warrior out front. 37 seconds, guys. So here he does it again now. He's going to have to take on this 3 little bumps of this climb. And it's so funny, third passage of the finish line, we must come all the way around again. Very hard to see on the profile at the top here. Yeah, looks like we come around and we only do the climb one more time. So he has to do this climb 2 times more. This time coming up the 3 bumps, bombs down the other side, then he takes on the first 2 pimples of the climb again, hits the finish line. 2 national riders at the front right now. Bottles being thrown everywhere. Everyone's trying to get light now, folks. And hopefully the motorbikes are staying back. Again, Trek was not happy with that. They were assisting in the pullback of Mats Pedersen there. So yeah, if you look at the detail profile on screen right now, he needs to go through this stuff. It says third passage of the finish line. He's going to climb over the top, basically off of the screen, which you can now see back here. We've already came down it, right? What you're seeing here, this little upslope, is actually this upslope here. When he comes around the next time, he's only going to come up to the actual finish line. He won't go all the way to the top again. So he climbs this stuff twice. Visma at the front, national team at the front, a lotto team at the front. No one really dominating the front. It's just kind of like a constant shimmy sham of riders rotating around. Everyone fighting for position. 33 seconds, so they pull back 7 seconds now. Mads does start the wall here coming up right away, and it's definitely a wall. This is some tough climbing here. The last solo winners at the Tour of Denmark. Here's a name you'll know. Remco Evenepoel back in 2021. Søren Verenskjold in 2023. Matthias Skelmos run in 2023. Huh? How does that make sense? That makes no sense. Last solo winners. They've got 2 winners in 2023. Søren Verenskjold and Matthias. It must be 2022. And their solo breakaways. Remco did a 17 kilometers breakaway. The next closest was 5 kilometers. Mads has got putting on a show here today, folks. Putting on an absolute show. Peloton's accelerating now. And for some reason, guys, I keep thinking it's Saturday. It's Friday. I'm like, just heard noises. I think Joey Jojo just left the house. Okay, he's gone around the switchback corner here with a 30-second gap. Yeah, very reduced peloton. The full horsepower of the peloton is not here. Papa Marino, Mads definitely feeling diamonds in the legs today. Yes, dude. He's got diamonds in the legs. I like it. Come on. Mads is just too good feeling home, I guess. Yeah, Papa Marino. Reminds me when Mads won Ghent Wevelgem 3 times. Yes, it's good to dig into all the stats. There's so much cool info out there. I kind of every day I pick a rider to look at, or I pick a team to look at. We got 10.4 kilometers to go. So we're going to do the full climb up over the top again. Now, if you're looking at the screen right now, the profile of the final 10 kilometers, you're kind of seeing the climb twice there. That's what you're seeing. You're seeing what's left for Mads right now. The little dip down, the flat stuff over the top, the big descent, and then he'll do the first one. The second pimple of the climb, he won't go over the top again. He'll be finishing on the uphill wall. So they're actually kind of doing this climb 4 times in total. It only mentions his 3 passages of the finish line because even though you come around to the finish line for the 4th time, Mads, 32 seconds. He's got to be tired. He has to be tired. 32 seconds to go, 10-kilometer gap. Yeah, he's out of the saddle, attacking like an animal. Dude, pulling for him now. Dude, he's the GC guy. Usually don't cheer the GC guy, but he is in the breakaway. Let's go, Mads Pedersen. Let's go. Are all the top 5 GC guys in the reduced peloton? Other than Mads, of course. Dude, I'm going to have to take a look through that because right now, the data that's showing up, they're not mentioning one rider in the peloton. I'll just have to see who I can see. I believe I saw Lucas Kubis before. Then our actual GC. We do have Lidl Trek riders there. So if we see any Lidl riders, got to be them. Jakob's there. Soren Krag Andersen. Matthias Skelmos. I'm sure they're all there. Okay, we got one decathlon development rider going by himself. Who is this dude here? One decathlon rider looks like he's making a chase. Oop, that's not what I want. Live stats here. Final lap. So yeah, you can see here on the bottom now, he has just crossed the finish line. He goes around for the final lap. He won't climb all the way up to the final bump on the way back around. Just comes back to the finish line for his 4th time through. And there is someone off the front. It's a decathlon rider riding solo. We're looking at the time gap here now. See if we can get a time gap across that finish line. They're through it now as well. Okay, so this is what I'm seeing, guys. They're obviously through it. Okay, here it is here. Antoine Lahote, he is 18 seconds back. It did show up now. I'm looking at the screen here. The peloton looks like it's about 30-something seconds back. Ooh, this guy's tall. 1.9 meters tall. 20-year-old. And he is for Decathlon AG2R Le Mondial Development Team. So making some moves here. Lets the bosses know, hey man, I'm riding. Yeah, and they're saying 31 seconds through for the peloton. Wow, Mads can win this now, guys. No problem. In the peloton right now, looks like Lidl riders sticking up right near the front, trying to slow everything down, disrupt everything we can. Visma, there's one rider there. He's just fully pulled back. Julius Johansson coming through here. Okay, he's out the back of the peloton now. He's what I call the Magnus Cort lookalike. He's got that same blonde mustache. He's with one of the Flanders Baloise riders. 8.8k to go. Mads Pedersen flying. Wow, what a champion. What a champion. He is having the occasional look back. Just TTing his way all the way to the finish right now. Love it. And Antoine Lahote, dude, I'm pulling for this guy too. Let's pull for this bro as well. Yeah, great crowds through the town here. Awesome crowds through the town. They do head out in the country. Like, they're in that town and they're out. And you're all of a sudden, it's trees everywhere. Beautiful. Love it here. I need to go visit Denmark. Denmark. Tourism Denmark. Please sponsor me. Denmark. Fantastic looking country. Oh, attacks coming up the right-hand side out of the peloton. Uno X rider going here. Quickly, someone jumps on his wheel. The Uno X rider just shuts it down immediately. Another attack going up the right-hand side. This could be a Lauder rider trying to get off the front. They're on the same stretch. It's a long, long stretch here. I think Mads Pedersen is just up in the distance. Actually, no, there's a corner first. I think it's another road continuing on the other side. Let's have a look here. Antoine Lahote is only 14 seconds behind Mads here. Wow. And Mads is climbing. So they're going over the top of the final plateau now. Little forest roads. He's in the shadows a lot here. Read more again about GPS. The 5 teams that were DSQs were all Velon members. Okay, what's a Velon member? I don't know what that is. I've heard of Velon before, but I don't know what that is. Daniel Middlebois. How is my guy Kubis? Dude, I think he's in the peloton. But this race is all over the place. Mats Pedersen just putting on a clinic in how to go on a solo breakaway. This young dude, Antoine Lahaute, is chasing him really hard. The peloton is 38 seconds behind. I can look at the virtual GC and see what's got going on here. Looks like Kubis is with that second group. He has moved up one position. So yesterday he was fourth after the TT. They've got him in third place now. But they're 40 seconds back. And these guys are smart too. I mean, the guys who get the bonifications for time, 3 seconds goes to Mads, 2 seconds goes to Lucas Kubis. So he's always in the right place at the right time. Mats Pedersen, though, is establishing his dominance over the GC today. So there, he's taking that right-hand corner. There's a long row of bushes there. It gives me a good ballpark as to where the other riders are. Okay, here's the chaser, Antoine Lahaute, riding solo. Oh, there's a team Pulte Visit Malta rider trying to bridge up as well, up to Antoine Lahaute. Man, that 20 seconds doesn't look that far to me. So Antoine's around the corner. Here's the Pulte rider getting around the corner. Around the corner now. And then the peloton looks like they're maybe 10 seconds further back. These guys are actually so close together on the road. This is where Bike Terror would blow your mind, guys. If I had my Bike Terror going, I could show you all the groups. I could zoom the camera up like a helicopter, look around at the teams. Yeah, it's not real, but it's a real representation of where the cyclists are on the road and the geography and stuff nearby, and topography. Jakob Fuglsang here. So I'm not sure. This must be in a group way far back. They decided to show me a group that's way back in town for some reason. This is where I don't really like the camera work that's coming through. They're showing a group that's crossing the finish line for the third time as Mads is riding away like a madman up the road. Let's get the other camera going. Other camera. Attacks coming out of the peloton now. Now they finally got back to it. Responded to by Lidl Trek right away. Can see an Alpecin de Koenig rider come up. They're very easy to spot too, the gray jersey they wear. And who is this going up the road? It is an Alpecin de Koenig rider here going up the road. The gray jersey stands out so well. Tibor Del Grosso. Tibor Del Grosso going up the road, guys, trying to get solo by himself. Mads still holding Antoine Lahaute off here, 22-second gap. The Pulte rider is at 30 seconds, so he did escape. The peloton slowed down. They're 46 seconds gap back. 16-second gap between the Pulte rider and the peloton. It wasn't 16 seconds before. It was like 5 seconds. Attack by Tibor Del Grosso coming up. Titema Rockets rider. Del Grosso is on fire right now, blasting up the roads, guys. No one's going to touch Mats Pedersen, though, here. No one will touch him. Okay, so Velon. Dream has just started reading the Velon wiki. Okay, good. Dream, I'll read that too later today. Guys, I love doing my research afterwards. I think about so many things when I do this. You guys mention things to me. I'm like, okay, I got to study that. Dream has got me all over women's cycling. It's so awesome. I don't like what happened today. I think they ruined that race. I will cover it tomorrow, but I'm kind of like, you know. Well, there's a fantastic climb coming, guys. So if you like climbing, there's a monstrous climb in the women's race tomorrow. And Pulte rider has just been caught by the peloton. So nice effort by him to get up there. You can't score if you don't shoot, right? You got to shoot the puck. Shoot the puck. No tricky. I always say at home when we watch hockey, I'm like, enough of the tricky dicky. Tricky dicky is when you see the players on the hockey team passing the puck 8, 9, 10 times, like trying to set up some. Just shoot the puck. Just shoot it. You send that puck towards that net and hopefully the dude misses it. That's all you got to do. Tricky dicky? Nah, not going to work. Okay, Douglas Drain. Okay, Douglas, dude, awesome. Rocking the show today. Thank you. You have become a go. Dude, thank you so much, dude. I'm 100% committed to making my channel work. It's been going quite a while. I've got the good crowd now. I've got you guys on my side. Let's rock. Guys, I'm going to do every bit of cycling coverage I can. Joey Jojo, the wife, she's 100% behind me. Does all the background. Guys, all the cool thumbnails, I have nothing to do with them. That's Joey Jojo. She goes, what do you need today? I'm like, I need a good Tour of Romandie one, make it look good. She doesn't really know a lot about cycling. Is it World Tour? I'm like, absolutely, it's World Tour. She'll ask, is it UCI? She asked me a few days ago. She says, is it UCI Pro? And I'm like, man, as of a month ago, you wouldn't even know what that meant. Now she does. Velon is a business venture owned and operated several professional teams. Okay, so yeah, Velon has something to do with that. We'll figure that out later. The poultry rider was caught. Fab Slicken caught that. Liedel, second wheel and chase. Okay, guys, we're all caught up here. Mads Pedersen, 45-second gap. Congratulations on a 43-kilometer breakaway, I think is what it was. Yeah, he looks as good as he did half an hour ago. Little rocking and rolling back and forward. He's just trying to keep the power up here. Okay, he's got the two last little walls to take on, guys. Here is where he is. And yeah, upcoming program. I've already looked at this today, guys. Mads Pedersen, we're going to see him 1 week today, 8 days from today, Saturday at La Vuelta. Probably, it's a real hard man's race this year. Lots of climbing, lots of rolly stuff. Lots of hilltop finishes, or even just flat courses with a hill finish. But not really a mountain. I'd say there's only really 4 flat stages outside of the time trial stuff. Velon started by 11 teams. I assume all their bikes already have GPS and monetizing it already. Oh, okay. Yeah, we don't even know about all that stuff. Mads climbing the second to last pimple on the road. Again, guys, this is a steep climb here. Very steep climb. Great finish here. This would be an awesome race to watch. Sitting in town here, having a Slurpee or whatever you want to drink. I don't know if you can drink in public. Probably not here. It's not Vegas. Liedel Trek car coming to the front here now. And really good too. Antoine Lehout is staying away. I hope this dude stays away. Dude, get it. Decathlon. Yep. Liedel Trek celebrating with Mads already. Already celebrating. Don, hockey is so fun. The contact makes me feel barbaric. Football was fun too. I only played flag, but still tack. Yeah, no, I remember all that. Yeah, hockey is probably, man, the hits are incredible in hockey. And the fact that after a while, yeah, okay, the refs will look and go, yeah, okay, fight it out. Let's get it out of your system. It's the only sport outside of like boxing and mixed martial arts where you're allowed to fight. Punches are constantly thrown and they won't even get a penalty. They'll be in the corner, get their glove up. They take their glove up, I think they're still leather. Rub them into a guy's face. It hurts. And even some of the fights, you just get a 2-minute penalty or a 5-minute penalty. You sit in the box, scream at each other a little bit, get back on the ice, do it all again. Mads Pedersen here is on the descent right now. And we'll be climbing. Actually, I still hear Joey Jojo. She needs to go to work today. Lots of messages here, guys. Antoine Lehout, hang in there, dude. He's got 20-second gap over. Let's take a look at this dude right here, Antoine Lehout. 20-year-old. Club level team, then went to Conti team with Decathlon Developments. And this year he's with, I'm sure he'll have his contract renewed. Sure, he will have his contract renewed. Got some nice finishes. Great job for him, too. Sounds like the dogs are having a party up there. I always hate when I hear this because I think something's being torn apart. They found some of Joey's best shoes and they are just eating them. Guys, we're almost done today. Big day on the streaming here. We're outside of my 6-minute break I took. I think we're over 4.5 hours right now streaming. Pardon me, 5.5 hours. It's only an hour difference. Potato, potato. Mads on the final climb now. Antoine Lehout still hanging on. Ooh, Don, I got knocked out a couple times playing hockey. If you don't black out, you aren't playing hard. Don, my hockey is street hockey. I never actually played ice hockey. I was the street hockey kid, which every kid in Canada is. You set up nets on the road in front of someone's house, play hockey, scream car when a car comes. That means the game's paused. Yeah, so much fun playing street hockey. Glory days. Every kid does it here. It's cheap. You get a cheap stick. It could be a tennis ball. That's your street hockey puck. Net. You need nets, though. You got to have nets, so otherwise the puck goes flying down the road into traffic. Wow. I didn't think Mads would do it, but he did it. What a huge, huge effort I would love to see his TSS score today. That's his suffer score, guys. It's a metric that will measure how hard he worked today. It must be massive today. Don saying 2 coffees today. You were a bad influence, Colin. Yeah, I'm on my 3rd. This one is, it's actually warmed up. Mads wins. Mads is done now, guys. So I just saw him cross the finish line, and there, he's just finishing here 20 seconds ago. So the video was really caught up there today. 57. I asked that question earlier. I didn't know what it was. I thought it was in the 50s. 57 career pro wins. Antoine coming in next. The peloton is hunting him down. Come on, dude, get it. Oh, he's going to be caught by, I think he's going to be caught by Tibor. I think Tibor is going to catch him right at the finish line. Tibor gets past Antoine. Antoine gets 3rd. Nice job, dude. Development rider right there. And great effort by Tibor Del Grosso. 2nd place for him. Coffee is now warmer. Oh, we got a crash. Oh, sorry. No, we don't. That's everyone just around Mads. I think Mads is down on the road here. No, he's upright. He's okay, guys. Papa Marino, dude. Thank you so much, dude. Inside Cycling World, I loves you, dude. Here's a little heart. And here's a thumbs up. And thank you so much. Your first time here, and you're supporting the channel. Dude, okay, dude, tell us what you won. Can you tell us? So Papa Marino here. Check this out, guys. I won a few quid on Mads. Happy to share with you. Awesome, dude. There's been people in the past at the Tour de France, like crazy bets and winning them. There was a guy, stage 21. He bet on, I think it was, remember when Wout took off on stage 21? He bet on a guy that was ridiculous odds. That guy actually finished 2nd. I'm thinking it was Ballerini, maybe? Does that sound right, guys? Does that sound right? Astana rider, maybe? Could be wrong. And he won money on it. And he says, I don't even really follow cycling. He goes, I just follow it here because I have money on it now. That's why I'm watching you. So, yeah. Well, I guess the odds on Mads Pedersen weren't that great. So you kind of got to throw a chunk in to win anything, right? Okay, guys. Okay, so they're showing us the GC already. Basically, it looks... Oh, so the big winners today... Lucas brings 1 spot back, but he's 118 behind Mads Pedersen. Nicholas Larson lost 48 seconds. He was 10 seconds back. I watch this guy a lot because he's a continental level rider. He's still in 2nd place. Kubis is 3rd. Jacob Soderquist is 4th due to basically his time trial yesterday. He lost 1 spot today to Kubis. Oh, Papa Marino, I won a ton on Mads in the Tour de France first stage. It's awesome, dude. I love it. I love it. That's so good, man. Oh, yeah. Don here saying Ballerini sounds good. There were crazy odds on him for betting. Yeah, I forget who that dude was. You guys remember? He'd come in and ask, and he'd say, this is what I bet on him. Do you think I have a chance? I'm like, especially that break. That dude was in that break all the way. So, remember, it was the Wout break. I think there were 7 of them. And then Wout dropped everyone, including Poggi. Then the following 6 came in. That dude that he bet on came in 2nd. I mean, I think it was like a $6,000 win he could have had. It was so close. I do want to go through the GC still, guys. Alex Sagart stays at the same 5th place. He lost 48 seconds. So all that's happened here today, guys, the big winner, Mads Pedersen, he's just put more time into every rider out there. Lots of time into guys. Soren, Craig Anderson, Lidl Trek rider. So we've got Lidl Trek in 1st, 3rd, and 5th. Oh, and hang on a second here. But wait, there's more. We have Matthias Skelmos in 8th place. So we have 4 Lidl Trek riders in the top 10. The best Visma Lisa bike rider is Dylan Van Barl. He's in 10th. Alpecin de Koenig in 9th with Tibor Del Grosso. Euskadi here, Axel Vandertook in 7th. That's a good spot for him. So the big winner here is this Conti rider, Nicholas Larson here, still in 2nd place overall. Wow, amazing. Swoosh Kid, didn't he win on Ben O'Connor? Dude, you're right. Swoosh Kid, dude, you got a good memory, dude. Remember, I don't remember his name, but he's like, I asked him, I said, dude, what do you know about cycling? He goes, I know nothing about cycling. I just bet on it. And so he was looking for a place to get like live updates quickly from us guys that know a little bit about cycling. So he would come in and ask, are these good odds? Yeah, he won on Ben O'Connor on that stage that Ben took off by himself. I think Ben O'Connor on that stage was like 130 to 1. So he did good. Chemistical, thank you again. See you tomorrow. Yeah, dude, thanks for being here. I will be back for sure tomorrow. I would expect to be on just as long as today. So if you need to sleep in, go ahead. I won't be. Pop Marino, yeah, Ben was big odds. Yeah, and so Pop Marino, there was a dude in, so Swoosh Kid remembers this. There was a dude in the chat during the Tour de France that won on Ben O'Connor. And I think, yeah, 130, maybe 150 to 1. The Ballerini odds, if it was Ballerini, I could be wrong about that. Yeah, I'd have to go look. If I go back and look at the stage 21 of the Tour de France, I'll know exactly who it was. Because I'm positive he finished second place. Yeah, guys, that's been great. What a stage. What do we got left tomorrow? Let's just do this quick. I got to get on with my life today. I got to ride my bike. Tomorrow, shorter stage, won't be that long. It's 157 kilometers. We still got our KOM points here. Let's see if we have a circuit finish. And what do you know, folks? We have a circuit finish. You can see it here. We're going to start in the north, head to the south. We're heading from Hobro to Silkeborg. And you can see here on the profile, we enter the circuit here. And there's 4 climbs up this like saw blade climb they're going to do every time. A few climbs before that. Outside of very unfortunate luck, if Mads got sick tonight or something and couldn't start, Mads Pedersen has won the race. I'm really cheering for the guy that's in second place. What I'll do here is, so tomorrow, this is how I find out when we start, guys. Ooh, that is an early start. That is an early start, guys. That's the start tomorrow of the Tour of Denmark is 10 to 4 in the morning for me. Wow. Okay, you guys are killing me. These race organizers are absolutely killing me. The Tour of Romandie tomorrow will start at, I can't even see it right now. My eyes are so gone. Races tomorrow, Tour of Romandie. It starts at live stats tomorrow. Oh my. Guys, the Tour of Romandie tomorrow starts at 2:45 in the morning for me. I'm an 8-hour time difference, so I see 10:45. They've got an early start tomorrow, 2:45 for me. Okay, well, Joey might divorce me today. I think I will be filed with divorce papers today, guys. But this is going to be a spectacular stage. Obviously, guys, what I'll probably do tomorrow, maybe I'll do a 4 a.m. start. Because it's all flat through here, right? I don't think there'll even be a breakaway getaway. So that's going to be a huge climb. That's interesting. So 4 o'clock, I got to kind of be on it tomorrow. We got the Czech Tour starting again too. Yeah. Volta of Portugal. I really wish I could show that race. There's no live stats for me to even show it. This is an awesome race here, guys. 10 stages long. I've been following the Project Echelon guys at it as much as I can. Yeah, wow. Awesome stuff, guys. Just going to jump back into the chat 1 second. Yeah, big odds there. BMZ, OZ, Call of Duty. That's your last name, COD. Circuit Franco-Belge ends in 10K. You going to watch? Oh, geez, dude. Circle. Okay, so does it end in 10K? Does it really end in 10K? Live stats. Wow, it ends in 10K. Okay, dudes, dude, do I have access to that one? Dude, I can't see that one. So I have Tour of Denmark, Czech Tour, Tour of Romandie women. But let's have a little look at the stats here. If it's only 10K, I can hang out for a little bit here. Yeah, Pop Marino, dude, thanks so much for being here. You're now the #1 chatter in the group. There's kind of like a little stage rating every day. You won the stage today. You came in at the last minute here and just swarmed your way to the front. Yeah, dude, I'm glad you found it. And that's why it's so important. I keep saying everyone needs to like the video so other dudes like Papa Marino find the video. I had one dude, I forget his name. He found my Tour de France coverage on stage 20. And he was like, and I love it when it happens because it'll always be something like, dude, I love your channel. I love how you're doing this. This is so fun. Too bad it's stage 20. I'm like, but come back. Okay, so guys, in the front group now. I'm going to finish this up here just to wind out my day. 2025 84th Circuit Franco-Belge. I have nothing to show you guys except what we're seeing on screen. I can't see what's going on right now, but what I can tell you is we've got 3 riders in the break. Oh yeah, bro. Here's one of my favorite riders out here. This guy here, Jonas Abrahamsson. This is the dude that put all the weight on. This is the guy that apparently put 20 kilos of body mass on and then wins a stage at the Tour de France. Right there. Stage 11, first place. Boom. He was in a sprint with Mauro Schmidt. The two were on a big breakaway together. He won stage 11. Zandero Maurice, know this guy quite well from the Tour de France. Wow, he was 22nd overall at the Tour de France. I didn't know that. Well, you can see why. He's just got a lot of really good places in the 20s over and over. So he rode Tour de France, as you can see there. Fabio Christian. This guy, I'm going to tell you that he rides for, I think he's a Q36.5 rider, I think. And he just rode Vuelta a Burgos. Let's have a look, see how the memory's working. I got it, guys. I got it. So I just watched this dude a week ago. Q36.5 rider, Fabio Christian, kind of their GC guy, I think, over on Q36.5 for that race and this race. So they're in a break. They got a 21-second lead. We are, guys, we're 3.4. I thought we were 10K to go. Wow, even closer than that. So this will be over soon here, guys. Dylan Toynes, Joseph Blackmore, Marcus Holdgog, Rick Plumers. 4 riders chasing, peloton 36 seconds back, and we've got a climb at the end here, folks. We have a climb at the end here. Jonas Abrahamsson is a beast on a bike. If they didn't get caught, if there's a 3-up sprint at the end, I'm giving it to Jonas right here. Let's take a look at Jonas. Decent sprint, decent in the hills. Xander, I should say, GC rider, doesn't really have much of a sprint. So if they stay away, I'm going for Jonas. I mean, I loved Uno X Mobility at the Tour de France, guys. If you guys go back and ever watch those videos, if you're bored to death one day, just put your TV on, put my YouTube channel on, and just let her fly. If you go on vacation even, you can do that for me. Okay, so Pop Marino's going to be back tomorrow. Dawn saying, great stream. I'll be on bright and early tomorrow morning. I'll be hurting. Going to see Trickster tonight. Oh, Trickster. Isn't that a metal band? Is that a metal band? Abramson is a beast in the breakaway. Yes, Pop Marino, he is. I love this guy. I love Uno X Mobility. Tobias, I think it's Tobias Johansson. Their 2 names always throw me off. 6th place overall at the Tour de France. Like, come on. Come on. Who is all here for Uno X Mobility? Let's take a look at that, guys. So Abramson here. Actually, you know what? I think a lot of these names I don't remember from the Tour de France. I think Jonas is the guy that was there. But yeah, this is a highly respected race, this one too. But yeah, if people want to still hang out and watch a little more, down to 18 seconds the gap here, guys. But they've only got 2 kilometers to go. It is an uphill sprint finish. Jonas Abrahamsson, if I had any money to bet on it, I'd put my money on him. Wow. This would have been a good one to cover. And look at all the passages through there. It's like a circuit race. So if you're there, they're going up the Col de Horleton and the Col du Tre Nochtberg multiple times. Like it looks like 5 or 6 times. Results of the poll. Who will win? Right now, most people are picking Jonas. 1.6 kilometers to go, guys. Jonas is definitely the fave. Trickster is a rock and roll band from the late 80s. Into the early 90s. Okay, dude, I'm going to check them out on... I'll throw on some music when I ride my bike. I'll check out Trickster. Ooh, yeah, take a look at the final profile here. Guys, we do hit a 9% gradient here. We're already on the climb, it looks like. Are we on the climb? We're just starting it now. Okay, there we are. We're at the base of the climb now. The base of the climb is 1.2 kilometers to the finish. Kind of at this little divot at the very bottom. We hit 6%. Kick to 9%. Levels off 2%. I'm expecting Jonas Abrahamsson to attack in this 9% segment, launch over the top for the victory. Let's go, dude. Let's go. Yeah, next band for me, I don't even know what it's going to be. Probably something at the local casino. Joey Jojo is going away next Friday. August 22nd. She's taking our daughters to Vegas for a week. So I will have a week of Vuelta a España bliss. It's all I will think about. 1 kilometer to go, guys. I need to get back in shape too. And the best times I have for getting in shape is when Joey's not around. I can kind of like just do whatever I want. So I'm thinking about doing some like really long rides. I got this idea. Remember, this is just an idea. Maybe it's a nightmare that I might do like a 100K bike ride every day. So I'm thinking I do my 4 or 5 hour stream, be done with that, have a bunch of crappy food around here. Then I do a 100K bike ride. I'll be done by noon or 1. Then I just nap all day. Prepare the stream, do it again, rinse and repeat. You tell 2 friends, you tell 2 friends, and so on, and so on. That's how we grow the channel, guys. Group 2 joins Group 1. Are we kidding me here? What? I'm seeing Group 2 joins Group 1. They're saying there's a 16-second gap. I want to get refresher, guys. What? Oh my, they did. They pulled it all back, guys. We got 6 riders here. Dylan Toynes is here. I'm still going for Abrahamson. Jonas Abrahamson for the win for me. Still going for him, man. Let's get it, dude. Fabio Christian. Okay, Marcus Holgaard attacks. Fabio Christian going with him. Again, I wish I had a video feed, guys. I wish I had video feed of this. Because I'm just watching numbers now. I need to see it going on right before my eyes. In the command module, the command center, the 10x10. So I really don't know what's going on. We're just going to see so-and-so wins. So I'm going to enjoy my coffee. I'm just going to wait for that to pop up. 400 meters to go, guys. They've been out there for almost 5 hours. Jonas Abrahamson launches the sprint, guys. Let's go. 300 meters out. He's going for a long-range sprint here. Swoosh Kid says T. I don't know what that means. Jonas is at the front, guys. So yeah, Jonas, big sprint. Just like, this guy's so brave on his bike. He hangs it out there. It's on Max. Oh, it is. Okay, dude, sorry. It is being streamed somewhere. Max, I don't even know what Max is. I think I've heard of it. I don't think I have that here. Maybe it's like a smaller channel. Dude, how would I get that? It's on Max. Swoosh Kid, what's Max? 200 meters to go. Jonas Abrahamson has a big lead now, guys. He's got a 13-second gap, apparently, over the peloton. Okay, he wins. It says right there, Jonas Abrahamson wins. What a victory for Uno X Mobility. Guess who's going to World Tour next year, guys? Guess who will be a World Tour team next year? Stuff like this. Why have I just rolled past them here? Uno X. Right here. Pro Series team right now. Yeah, they've absolutely killed it this year. Look at this, guys. Look at the UCI points. So this is what I'm saying. All these little specialties you see up here, those are based on PCS points. So PCS gives points, adds them up, and you can kind of get an idea of what kind of rider he is. He's got a good sprint. He's not a tier 1 sprinter, but he's got a good sprint. He can do well on the rolling hills. He's great at one-day races. Obviously, UCI gives him 200 points. That is so valuable to that team. Like, super valuable. So that win today is almost equal to his stage 11 win at the Tour de France. 210 UCI points there, 200 for today's race, because it's a one pro race. It's not a World Tour race. His next program, oh, check this out, guys. This Sunday, he's going to be at the Hamburg Cycling Classics. So I may have to get involved in that. So he'll have a day off. Yeah, I guess one day off. What else do you need, dude? One day, that's good enough. And then he'll be back at it. Wow. Awesome stuff here. Man, I love this guy. Wow. He's a guy you really want to... So this is the guy that put on 44 pounds. So he said, I'm too skinny. I'm too weak. I got to be back at it. Okay, HBO Max. Max is Cinemax HBO in the States. So I get HBO through a program up here, a package up here in Canada called Crave. So Crave lumps together HBO, like all of like Game of Thrones and The Sopranos and all that junk. Maybe Jersey Shore. Not that I watch it. Yes, I do. Not anymore though. Just kidding. So maybe I can get Max through there, because if I can see it, I'll go get that today. Okay, guys, awesome. That was cool to watch too. I I got to get more cycling coverage here going, guys. But I have been going now for coming up on 6 hours. I got to jump, guys. Really appreciate everyone being here. Please like on the way out. I will get my streams ready for tomorrow. Planning to... Jonas has 3 career wins. 1 here, 1 at the Tour de France. I don't know where the other one is. I will be on early tomorrow. Probably just after 4 o'clock in the morning. So I need to jump now and get on with my day. Thank you for watching. And we'll see.